this one.
Welcome back to Arcane Critsters Group 2, Session 4. As always, it is a wonderful day to be playing D&D. And I can see that we're immediately asking if Max is dead. Don't worry, he's still alive, for better or for worse.
Jeez.
Let me take a guess.
Depends on your opinion.
Was it Chloe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who could have guessed?
I mean, we're really only one candidate, so.
Last session, you had known there was a strange crystal monster infected by the plague that you were sent there to investigate. In so doing, you went in, defeated all the monsters and crystal golems you found inside, discovered that the monster was none other than Garen the Goliath. Then, when you tried to go out and scout the city, Hammer returned. You met Ophelia, the ranger, who explained that she was once friends with the dragon and the keeper, and that each of them could possess a single shard of a magic relic. The dragon is seeking to find Shifter's Veil, reforge the relic, and make it back to his own time. Because he exists. He used to exist 2,000 years in the future.
You just had to put time travel in.
I did, and I don't regret it.
I'm gonna make you regret it.
I'm sure you will try. So, we left off where Kalmir attempted to merge refined sanguine and the unnamed dark crystal substance. I call for everyone to make a dex save.
Oh god.
Guess who has advantage?
No.
Can everyone please make a dex save for me?
Imagine if I got another nat one.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20,
Nat
alright.
20.
Nat 20!
Hell yeah!
I got 12.
Well,
Cool.
2!
plus 2, so 4.
4.
Nice.
The cheese dice have done me good.
Yes.
Okay. Now, we're gonna go around really quickly. So everyone say your real name, your character name, and then we will resolve what has occurred in this disastrous attempt for survival and the results of whatever happens when you combine the two substances. Harry, would you please go first?
Yes. Hello, guys. My name is Harry. I'm currently playing Kalmir Everforge, Hill Dwarf Bloodwarden. However, judging by the 2 that I just got on my dex save, I may not be playing him for a very long time.
Don't worry, we'll just get the keeper to resurrect you again.
Yeah.
Oh,
The second time in the same week.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Dylan. I play Daros, Grax, House of Grax, future House of Grax. I may not explode this time, but like Harry said, my health is making me think that I don't know how much longer I'll be able to play Daros.
Well, I'm Logan. I'm playing Obella Joan, and hopefully I'm not gonna explode because I have a lot of health.
Boo!
How dare you?
Fight.
We'll see.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm playing Egbert of the Fourth, and I rolled a nat 20.
That's all you need to know.
Hell yeah.
And last but not least,
I'm Max, I'm playing Sirius, and I took Absorb Elements, so...
as Kalmir brings the two crystals together, there's multicolored sparks that swirl out from between the two as they push me, and there's a pull. As they almost seem to want to snap together, you release, and then there's a pulse of energy. Not an energy that throws you back, energy that overwhelms your very soul and mind. And as you try to dodge out of the way, anyone who got above a 17 will take half damage.
Oh.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Baby.
that's a lot of dice.
What damage type is this?
Psychic.
Absorb Elements doesn't work!
I know, I'm sorry. It's going to be...
Less than
Does it start with a 2 or a 3?
Oh, the halved starts with 1. 12 halved,
Okay.
24
Oh.
unhalved.
Oh,
that's not bad.
okay.
Okay. You have 3 hit
I
points.
have 3 health?
Oh my god.
How, after this taking the full damage, I'm somehow still have more hit points than you originally did?
Oh yeah, me
Crazy.
too.
That's wild. Shut up.
So,
Metagaming? Never heard of it.
this force of mental projection blasts into you. You get the instance not of a human mind trying to speak, but that of a multitude of divine voices.
Was it like Eggerly?
What?
Who's
Was it-
Everly? Remind me.
The,
Stabby neck.
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's Everly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was Eggerly mixed in?
Probably not.
Dang.
You don't quite know where this voice is coming from. All you know is that there is a chorus, a mournful song singing out with the force of a 1,000 gods. A image comes into your head. Perhaps it's there in front of you. Perhaps it's just simply in your head. But you see one great shadow, a monster of a serpentine creature railing up over the world of Aetherca. Opposing him, an army of gods taking up divine weapons to bring him down. A swirling battle ensues as the two swarm in energy, bringing mortals into the fray to fight where the gods can only do so much.
Does that serpentine kind of look like the dragon?
It's a very different kind of serpentine.
Like
I
snake.
think-
Well, it's
It is reminiscent of the serpentine features. It is more shadow than anything material. With a colossal effort and the loss of many gods, the serpentine creature is shoved through a rift in reality and falls into a plane beyond planes. The bodies of these gods, as they work to repair the damage this creature had done in Aetherca, infuse the very ground, swirling out in a pattern similar to what Kalmir knows to be the pattern of alloy concentration in the ground.
Pool of heart and blood of stone, or relic lost.
And through that plane, that rift, there grew the opposite power. That when that power was leaked back into Aetherca, the infection it brought over spread. It became something malignant and the pure embodiment of fear. There are artifacts, pieces of a creature long dead, locked away, but their influence still spreads. Alloy is not the opposite of this dark crystal. They are companions, but together they have unlocked this memory that has built up for generations, a memory of the death of an elder god. You all come to awareness, laying on the ground, the world around you
Okay,
unharmed.
Nuke, so you have to settle for this.
The crystal and the alloy are laying on the ground, smoldering, as if they were used up in the explosion of energy. But there no longer seems to be any attraction between them.
Wait a minute. So we should try purifying it and seeing if it's just like stable in pure form.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we have more ally?
Yes, we have more ally.
Let's see if Mage Hand works to refine it.
Yeah.
It should. I
It
don't
should.
see why it
I mean-
wouldn't.
Here's the thing. Technically, I think we have at least tried to do mage hand, so like just touching it doesn't help.
It has to be
I think
infused.
you have to like intentionally try to.
You have to
refine.
like intentionally like because
Yeah.
like when my unseat servant was like picking both of them up, it didn't really do anything until he like forcibly
Well,
like.
let's see if Mage Hand has enough magical energy.
Channel the energy.
Yeah, I'll pull like a chunk of alloy, like a smaller chunk.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put it in a vial. So let's just do that.
Perfect.
Can we also like not be out in the open
Yeah.
doing this?
Well-
I feel like we need to go somewhere more.
But there's nobody like here though. I thought.
I
there's,
look at the passerbys that looked at us earlier weirdly.
They've kind of moved out their day and forgotten about you, but people are still. But now the streets are a little more common. You have to wait for a little bit for them to clear up.
Okay, let's just.
so sure.
We have
that's
a
fine.
house.
We
we
have
we'll do
one.
the house. Let's cast it.
Wait, Abella. Physical check real quick. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty fine, I think.
Okay.
you?
There's no
Make an insight check.
an insight
Yep.
check.
Can I make an insight check too? Like,
I'll do an insight
Also-
check someone else's physical
3.
condition.
3.
or like, can I?
You feel fine.
Can I? It's like
You can still feel that irregular rhythm in your heart, but it's
Yeah.
just beating there.
Okay.
What happens if you drink one?
drink what?
That would be bad, I think. And we should save me for later. Because we need.
I am genuinely curious about like Abella's like physical state. Is there anything I could do to see if it has gotten like worse or anything like that?
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
Can I help or can I roll the same thing?
You can also roll medicine.
Okay.
That's a 5. 5?
14 plus 1, 15.
Okay.
Daros, you think Abella also looks fine.
Okay.
Kalmir,
Yes.
you can see that Abella is. She seems a little more tired than usual. Like her body's using up more energy than she would normally go about
Okay.
existing as.
Okay.
But she, although she hasn't done anything particularly strenuous, there's a very faintly missed sweat on her forehead.
How
Okay.
damaged is everyone looking after the psychic?
I'm good.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Like physically.
You know what?
It doesn't look like you were necessarily like physically injured. It just looks like you like got a big spike of, hey, here's a bunch of memories that aren't yours of like a divine being blasted into your head. How's your mind capable of managing that?
Who's looking the most overwhelmed then, I guess?
Daros.
Hi.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
12.
Oh, you're
I'm
back
back to full.
Nice.
With a glowing light of energy you pour into his mind, you feel that fatigue melt away as the damage is done and wash away. Suddenly you're back fully in your body and you feel healthy again.
I love how that was like the perfect amount of health to put you back to full. Well done.
Okay, so what is your guys' plan?
Yeah, are we going back to the...
Let's go back to the house.
Go back
safe
Go
to the
back
house.
house.
Cast it.
How much first, let's see if it works. How much alloy do you have?
Good question. You never specified.
I imagine that you kind of just filled up your bag with enough to like say, here's some experiments to do on the road. But you did throw a couple that I don't believe ended up retrieving.
No, I did chuck them, and
So let's say 4 chunks left. You guys go into the house and begin casting the conjuration spells to pour conjuration energy into the alloy, liquefying it.
So does Mage Hand work?
It is, but it's very slow. It takes a long time to get enough conjuration energy to.
So it's faster within seeds for me.
Yes, the higher the level is going to equate the higher the conjuration energy applied into
I
it.
see.
I see.
Sure.
How much purified alloy do you think the dragon could get us?
Ooh, that's a
Ooh.
good question.
I feel like we shouldn't be using it as like because we still don't know how to get it. So if we start a whole like
No, we do.
Nah,
We have maps of where the organs are.
We know where to get it. I know the map. I know
No,
the
I'm
entire
thinking of
distribution.
like in general like oil. If we're using it as this oil.
You're not wrong though.
It is a limited resource.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the word.
Basically blood, and blood runs out.
Unless you go make the gods bleed again.
Sadly, I don't think
That-
we have the capacity to do
is
that.
a problem.
That's so.
Wait until we're level
There is
20.
exactly one creature with the capacity to do that, and he is currently trapped.
Oblivion? Yeah.
I think I know who we're referring to, and I don't want to mention it.
Okay.
My fault. Sorry.
Now, the big question. Do we tell the dragon and the keeper about this right now?
My other question is do we tell Ophelia of what's this whole thing?
I feel like we shouldn't tell any of the displaced time people, because I feel like any of these strong people with this weapon could be bad.
Quite possible.
I think that's fair. I don't think we know who to trust yet.
Yeah.
The issue is
Yeah.
this. If they come, wait a minute. So it seemed to like be used up, right? When we combined them and they were like defunct.
There was little pieces left that were smoldering where they touched.
So
I take
Do
the
you
pieces.
think-
Oh, can we?
You
so
think-
it's not
What?
infinite.
I take the
you can't do
pieces.
that
Yeah.
again.
Yes, I
Well,
assume.
you have to make more.
Yeah.
Do we think a very slight amount of purified alloy, like very small shavings, right, could cure these people?
It could possibly, because it does like sort of annihilate in a sense.
If it's like it,
But
yeah, as long as it doesn't kill them.
yeah.
Can I make a medicine check to see if that's even feasible?
Also, like, why would we?
Or,
Why
like,
would
any-
bloodlet? We literally have
Yeah,
magic.
sure.
I don't have
I'm
20.
sort of.
The
Jesus.
cheese dice.
I swear there are no low.
Yeah. Okay. So with your intuitive knowledge and some of your education in the physics field,
into medicine earlier. I can do this.
you imagine that this energy might play a sort of chain reaction through people's bodies, doing the same thing that did to the dark crystal on the ground to the dark crystal in their system. Depending on how suffused they were with it, it could damage some major structural components of their body. Yeah. But if they weren't too far along in the process, it might just clear them out.
Oh.
Okay, so like temporary.
I'm only telling you that because it's a nat darn 20.
I relay the information, and I'm like, based off my medical knowledge.
The issue.
We could cure you right now.
The issue is, we could cure me right now, but keep in mind what Ophelia said. We need the Jewel of Hearts.
Heart of
Jewel of Heart, Blood of Stone,
Yeah.
Relic of Time.
But does that mean we need to take an infected person to the...
It could mean that.
It could mean that.
But there are tons of those people here in the village.
Yeah,
I
many of them are gonna come with us.
Let's not abduct another person.
Yeah.
What Alberta just said is that it can do it like early on, but if you're too far gone, then what do we do then?
Okay, how about this? Let's purify some of this, right? Let's go find that priest. Give him some, don't tell him what it is. Just have him feed people the dust.
Yeah.
That's this problem solved.
Okay.
Without having... And then, if you start having weird dreams of some shadow serpent telling you to kill the gods, we're going to pour alloy down your throat.
That's, yeah,
You know what? Fair plan.
Wait, because how... Alberta, do you know what is considered the far gone, like, time period?
What's your
Like,
cast?
I'm assuming when it's like the crystals start, like, just...
Unfortunately, I don't think you have the proper frame of reference to know that.
Okay.
I could hypothetically use the sensor I made to like check my vital organs.
Oh, I
see
was
if
actually...
it-
Yes, I don't know if you have
I'm
that kind
going
of
barbarian.
control over the range.
That's true, that's true.
Maybe find a house or something to test that on first. I don't know if we want to like test that on anyone like first try.
We can literally just use smaller shards of crystal we have laying around. We don't need to test any
I
crystal.
just feel like it's like
Test
The
it on
safe-
something that's already infected, is essentially what you're saying.
yeah, but not like a person. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a safer bet to test it on someone on like something else,
I
like
mean-
some other organism that isn't a person, just in case
Okay.
the small bit isn't actually small enough.
Medically speaking, you're right. But eventually, we do need to get to human testing.
That's
Yeah.
fair. No, of course.
And it's like, do we have the time to do that?
That's fair.
Ophelia also, remember, mentioned the writer of the nursery rhyme that talks about Shifter's Vale and
Yeah, we
indicated
had some old sage somewhere that we need to visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and indicated that would likely be the only person on Aetherca that knew where Shifter's Vale even might be,
Okay.
or at least how to find where the location is.
Yeah.
So yes, it's important to focus on finding a cure for this plague, but then again, there's something that's equally as important in the way that history flows, in finding this all-powerful forge.
I vote we grind 2 of the 4 vials that we can create down, create a powder, give it to the people here, and then we just start heading up.
Yeah.
Agree.
Okay.
Do we have what means to grind it down?
I mean, with anything particular, so like a big
Okay.
mortal
Yeah, like
pestle.
this isn't like some indestructible metal
No.
or anything. Okay.
Okay.
It is very much a crystalline substance.
Oh,
Okay.
It's crystal. Okay.
So, after some time and make sure everything works together, hammer seeing where he can, but not being a magic creature himself, not entirely knowing what to do. You guys eventually have a couple bags of this glowing white powder. There's big couple shards in there that you can't quite get down without more application of the pestle, but it's enough to fill a couple of small bags. What do you want to do with this newfound form of the material?
We can't put it in pills now, can we? I don't think we have
This is probably some like dissolve it in a tincture and
Yeah.
just give it to people.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Can I do something with my herbalism kit to make little leaf balls?
Leaf balls,
Okay.
leaf pills. Okay.
What if we take a little bit, dissolve it in a tincture, and like give it to a patient, see what happens.
That also
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick roll test.
So, you know from earlier that many of these people were being kept in the subvaults of the Aetherium Library. So once you make this tincture, you go over there once again. I believe this is the third time you're visiting,
Oh, yeah.
and make your way down into the basement, led by the same librarian who.
Is he getting sick of us?
A little bit.
He's getting his exercise in.
Yeah.
Because you have to go down so many staircases. I suggest around this corner. Come with me. he finally makes it into it's not a dungeon sort. It's more like a closed off rooms. So they are locked in there, but it's fully furnished.
Area where they like for old rare books that have now been like repurposed or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a long hallway, each of which has one or two of these infected people. And as you go further down the line, they get more and more infected until they've had to put down some of the ones who are approaching the danger zone, if you will.
Jesus Christ.
So let's
That's cool.
start on the less infected area.
Yes.
Use like a very, very light dosage and see what happens.
Yeah.
Do you want to incrementally go up to see what's like the cutoff?
What's
I guess.
too far gone?
Well,
we
so
technically could do that.
Do we have enough time though?
Well, so the issue is we don't know how long this takes because
Oh, like how long it will take to actually dislodge the crystal?
no, because even if it's instant, right? If they're not that far gone, we won't be able to tell until we let them sit for 2 more weeks and they don't progress, right? If they don't have any external
wait.
signs.
Wait. Question. I think we can. Abella has that sensor thing, right?
Oh.
We can just isolate them and then try to see if you got a reading.
We could. Yeah. I'd give it to someone and
Yeah,
then
like,
they...
if
ice
you
them
got a
on the ground.
reading beforehand, and then after taking the pill they don't have it, then clearly things are better now.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay. So, with trepidation, the old librarian creaks open the door to the first one, revealing a young girl who is sitting in a corner playing with some sort of single player board game.
How old does she look?
About 10, 12.
Oh, damn.
Hey, kid.
What?
Hey.
Oh, sorry. I think
Real. It's right. I'm the charisma guy.
Yeah, you're the charisma
Yeah.
guy.
Oh,
You got this.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'll kneel next to her and be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hi there. I don't usually get visitors. Who are you?
Oh, my name's Daros, future House of Grax, and these are
Every time.
and these are my friends. What's your name?
I'm Issa.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Issa.
It's nice to meet you too. Do you know when I'm gonna get out of here?
We're here to check on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some medicine, right?
We are here to give you some medicine, and hopefully, if it works, you'll be able to leave.
Are you sure about this? We haven't tested this on anyone, and I'm not sure that we should go with the most vulnerable among us as our primary candidates.
So walked in a room.
Do you know where her parents are?
They have they've sadly passed.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I wanted to make sure I'm not gonna just.
Always assume the
just-
worst.
Always
I believe that we have made a breakthrough thanks to Egberta's intuition research. And
You don't ever want to break the intuition.
No,
Do not.
never mention that word in any formal research paper.
and
It's not intuition or.
I believe that we have a lead.
Well, if you're sure, we'll keep a monitor on her for as long as it apparently takes to go through. Just, I hope you're right about this.
Did you drink it? Or?
If you give it to her and she holds the.
Should we?
Should we?
Should we test beforehand?
I'll give the sensor temporarily step out of the room.
Okay, I'll go with you. I just wanna be in good terms with her, just
Sure.
to make her feel more
Or
comfortable.
maybe you should stay in.
No.
Yeah.
I think Abella's stepping out, so Abella doesn't
I'm
sting the
looking
sensor.
at the game she was playing.
Because the sensor's just like
Yeah, the
crystals.
sensor
Yeah.
will react to
So
me.
it'll
Yeah.
sting off Abella.
Right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
you're
So
right.
get Abella out of
Also,
it, and then you.
Which means I should get out because I have all the other crystals.
Yeah. Okay. So
Right,
you
you're-
two out of the room.
You two out.
I mean, do you want both the scientists out of the room?
Yes.
I mean, Egberta is apparently more medically trained than the both of you, so.
Who's sitting here?
So you're scientists. You're not doctors.
I'm a chemist. I'm not a medical professional.
You could have fooled me.
He's sitting
Anyway,
over here. Physics, totally. Not languages, not medicine.
The game she was playing was it seems like a simple like representation of an adventure where you go around spiraling towards the center, and then you just like monsters on the way you have to fight and defeat. But it's like a little mini RPG on board.
Do I recognize any of the monsters?
Is she playing D&D?
No, I mean
She's playing single person.
it's wooden cards that are like stacked in different ways to form moves. So no dice or anything.
Wait, so Issa, how long have you been down here?
Oh, only about a week. They took me away when my parents left, and well, they won't really tell me why, but they seem to be scared.
What happened to your? Why did your parents?
I don't know. No one told me.
Don't ask that. You know what happened.
I don't know what happened. All I know is that no. All he said was that they died. I'm curious, like if it was from like the infection or something.
That's
okay.
You don't ask the kid.
I'm just curious.
You ask the librarian later. You don't ask the kid.
I'm gonna ask about what cards her favorite.
20 charisma.
No, you know what? I could say anything and it might just end up okay. So it's fine. But also, we'll see.
You're not wrong.
She reached for a card and then thinks for a second and then grabs one of the monster cards and goes, "This one, it's a troll."
I'm like, oh, that's okay.
Sometimes they make the monsters fight each other. It's funny.
Okay. I mean, I guess while she's distracted, I'll see. I'll use the sensor to see.
Boom, 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 boom.
Tis there.
So, yeah, she's
yeah,
definitely.
that's it.
She's
Yeah.
infected.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she have similar like symptoms to like?
Oh shoot! I probably should have asked
Abella.
Abella like what you were experiencing and then compare it. But
Oh, well.
All you know is that you don't really know if Bella was experiencing any symptoms. So you could tell that the girl's affected, but you don't know how far along she is, other than the fact that she's been down here for a week.
Well, she's
yeah.
probably been infected the same amount of
How are you feeling? Anything? I guess strange or anything out of the ordinary?
Here's the problem.
Not to know of. I'm just sad and lonely.
I mean, you can ask for.
Your throat sulcus?
Yeah.
I just realized I know the symptom except I'm not in the room, so I can't tell
exactly.
you guys.
I'm
We
just
got
down the
told
road.
the symptoms earlier when we were talking with.
No, like I know what Abella's
Yes,
currently
the
going through.
visual symptoms.
Oh,
that,
you're right.
When they display
well,
aggressive
yeah,
behavior,
I
they
guess-
start
I guess
throwing
can I
crystals.
check for that and then also see if like any signs of coughing? I guess.
There's no crystals growing on her skin, nor does she appear to have a cough yet. But you tell it's definitely coming along in the infection.
Okay.
Just gonna ask her. So we may have something that might help you get out of here. However,
I don't think we should let her know the risk.
You know,
I'm
ethically,
sure
you
she wants to see her parents again, but not this soon, okay?
That's.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I just like hold up. Message Egberta. I don't think. I just like I don't want to worry her. Is my thing. I don't know if we should tell her about how untested this procedure.
this is where we would consult the parental figures, but alas, they are not here. So
So they can't stand up for her.
anybody got
Well,
speak
let's
to
see.
dead?
Okay, no.
I speak to the guy.
I don't know how laws work.
I don't know.
Here.
Hold up.
What are the legal laws? I'm consulting the goddamn textbook.
The legal laws with regards to feeding and child medicine.
Who's her guardian right now?
It would be the
The
organization of the Library of Aetherium.
Okay. So
Okay, we talked to the librarian.
That's why I feel like this
he said
conversation
that
happened before.
he said that if we believe that our medicine works, that we can use it on her. That's
Okay,
what he
fine.
said.
Fine, we have consent of the guardian. I am fine.
Okay, so
Okay. Okay. So we have medicine for you.
I should drink that and then I'm out of here.
It will help with the process. There's still a couple more steps beyond this, but it will be the start of the path to leaving. Yes.
I have a quest for you, actually.
Oh,
Oh, okay, sure. What is it?
I want you to be strong and to let the librarian know how you're feeling as it's progressing. And if you do really good at that, you'll be able to.
I can do that.
Okay.
And she hold her hands up for whatever the. I assume you have it like a cup or something.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably just like in a vial.
Sure.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm not in the room.
Oh God.
So
Okay.
you hand it to her.
I'll look down at the cup again. How much? It's just like
You just sprinkled some of the alloy flakes into
Can I
the.
check and make sure it's the right amount for a kid versus an adult?
Oh, that's fair.
How would you know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Usually
Yeah.
you do like stuff like.
No, how would
Usually
Egbert?
it's
Sorry,
Yeah, but you
sorry.
don't know how
How
much
would
it goes for an adult.
How would Egbert know
kit.
that?
I break out the herbalism kit.
How would anybody know that? This is like new.
Yeah, this is an untested procedure.
Let's just give her a little bit less. Initially.
Whatever.
It's already in the water. You can't take it out.
Oh, it's in water. This is water. Oh.
Alright, kid, you're gonna snap.
I mean, what else are we putting in?
The mists are gonna snap you, and hopefully you start burning pewter.
Jesus fucking.
Oh no.
God. I messaged Inverter again. Get the cure wounds on the ready.
I have it ready.
Okay.
So you're a Vin and not a mayor.
Like,
I have it prepped.
oh,
I also
I
have.
also have 2
I will
spells.
also
Okay,
say,
good.
if this just knocks her out, I do have Spare the Dying, so we'll hope for the best.
Wait. I have guidance.
Inverter,
High five, you got this.
Thanks. The high fives.
you have the best medicine, right? Like, you have the best medicine check score?
At this point, I should have just taken proficiency in medicine. I have +4 though.
That's
Oh,
better.
that's
That's better than
more
me.
than
Okay.
I just want you, maybe see, if you can, I'm scared. I'm a little scared.
We're
I'll give it to her if you don't want to do it.
No, I have to.
Okay, never mind. 4 of us are terrified. 1 of us is so willing.
God, you know what?
How long have you guys been
It's
doing
this or certain death. So this is by far the better choice.
How long have you guys been waiting?
Okay, let's just proceed.
This is all happening under like 6 seconds. Anyway, okay.
What are you doing?
I give a slight smile to reassure her. I give her the drink and I say bottoms up.
She gulped it down.
God damn it. Guidance, come on, guidance.
No,
God,
no.
please don't.
Was there a D4? Was there a D4?
That doesn't taste very good. Then her eyes turn pure white, glowing, and she falls over.
Okay, medicine check.
we're not in the room.
Medicine check immediately.
Okay,
Wait,
yeah,
here's a-
how is
sorry.
she? Wait,
Wait,
hold
here's a
up.
commotion.
I want this.
You hear a thud.
Can I get a help action just in case from someone?
I'll help you.
Oh, well.
Yes, I'm helping.
18 and 17.
Okay, perfect.
So 18 plus
As you're both checking her
medicine,
over,
21.
21. So she.
Wait,
her,
no,
22.
that's 22.
Is
I
she
can't do that.
breathing?
Her breathing is normal.
Okay.
Her chest rising and falling. She is sweating a lot. Like there's the small little twitches of her body. It seems like there's something happening. But whatever it is happening very slowly and not on the surface of her
is
body.
she-
Do we
Is she
want the blood
incapacitated?
circulating or not?
Yeah,
She
probably.
looks to be
Okay,
unconscious.
then
at the
I'd say maybe legs. Is she going into like a shock of some kind?
Well, if
Something of the
I'm
normal.
gonna raise her legs.
I go in. I go into the room.
Can I spare the dying? How does this work? Because usually how it works is that in combat it takes you from incapacitated to stable, right?
well, stable is still
Okay,
incapacitated.
so here's what I'll say. She has the unconscious condition. She is not at 0 hit points.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I hear the commotion. I go into the room.
You see Issa on the ground, hands twitching slightly, and her eyes like as if she's going into
Okay,
REM sleep under her lids.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna
Shock or is it?
do. Before I
It's
go
probably
in,
just working.
I left all the dark crystal with you.
Yes, I'll stay outside.
I go in, see what's happened, pick up the sensor, and then try to sense it. And if there's
Magical.
Anything.
Oh,
Yes,
right,
that's
yeah.
that's a good idea.
There's a sensor, so it's softer and it's crackling. There is something happening to that heartbeat.
I guess we just have to wait.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
see.
Okay, let's give her 5
I-
minutes and see what happens.
I don't
Okay.
suppose I can do another medicine check, right?
Is everything all right in there?
Yes.
Yeah, everything's all right.
In
We're just
the
waiting for it
process.
to. We're just waiting for it to be
In
done.
the
Can you please
process.
Can you please give us some
I sort of
privacy?
like scoot him away.
All right. No need to shove.
Question.
Yes.
Based on Kalmir's knowledge about alloy, could he possibly know what might be going on?
I'm gonna say that yes, you know about alloy, but I don't think you know enough about this dark crystal substance to determine how the reaction would flow in a living body.
It's probably just everywhere in her body. It's canceling it out. That's a lot of energy everywhere in her body. She's like in mega fever.
Like her.
Do we have another vial of
Alloy?
alloy water?
Let's not feed her
No,
too
I
much
don't
right
think
now.
we
No, I'm
Or-
drinking it. No, I'm drinking it.
Why?
Oh, to see. Yeah.
I want to see if it's something with the alloy.
I mean,
We need to control.
Maybe we
I
should do
have
that
the alloy,
after one
right?
thing at a time. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't think we should handle
no.
2 people on the floor potentially, but also I don't see what it could do to you because Kalmir doesn't have the crystal.
No, that's the thing. I'm trying to determine if,
Okay.
if it's the alloy itself or it's alloy with the dark
we need to
crystal.
control.
But should we do that now?
I'm not sure if. Okay.
How is
If
she
she's
looking, by the
basically
way?
having a.
Yeah, you're all
Is
standing
it
around
a
like almost
stroke?
like a
Is
little
it a
circle.
seizure? Is it what?
Well, it's not like the violent seizure. It's the
So
other type. it's the
Hayden
other type of
doesn't
seizure.
have enough medical knowledge to say certifiably on that.
It's magic symptoms.
Yes,
On a
and
scale of
her
1 to 10.
symptoms they seem to be declining slightly.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
That's
fine.
good.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
She's moving less quickly, like her jolting less
Let's-
I'm
quickly.
gonna go with
Here.
this kind of seizure.
Everyone, just calm down. Let's wait 5 minutes. Let's see what happens.
Fine.
Okay, I
The-
just make sure there's stuff.
The heartbeat on the sensor is going almost wild until it sounds like a normal heartbeat, but still showing up in the sensing on the sensor and in the vibrational pattern.
So stronger dose.
No,
No,
it probably because they're siblings. They're like sisters crystals, right? It probably just stops the further spread.
Does she wake up?
Not yet, but her joltings are becoming less often and smaller movements.
Yeah, it might just stop the spread of the
Like,
infection.
cancels out.
Yeah.
What's her current body temperature?
Is she feverish?
A little bit, yeah.
A little
Yeah.
feverish.
Okay.
At least the body's working.
No, I want it in Kelvin. Thank you. For that.
And it isn't long before she doesn't wake up, but her breathing, gas returns to normal. And you see that her chest is rising and falling, and she lays still.
Okay.
Sensor is still normal heartbeat crystal.
The sensor softens, dims, and then you can hear it only if you listen very closely. It's almost like it's a shadow frequency,
Okay.
something that you can pick up, but not something that is the same exact frequency as what you're sensing for.
Okay.
It's
And
like
yet-
antibodies.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't know what antibodies are. Never mind.
she seems cured.
Cured-ish.
Well, the only way to tell is to let her sit for like 2 weeks and see if she goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that time.
I would
Okay.
argue this is better than before.
What is she?
Ideally, it would have the white blood
Did she?
cells fighting off.
Where is she passed out on right now? Where is she?
Just on the floor, you know.
Can I?
This whole time I saw she's already on the bed, so I didn't specify it.
You pick her up and gently move her onto the bed on the other side of the room.
I cover her up and
This is not something I'm used to. Usually, you teach the white blood cells what's bad, and the white blood cells beat up.
I don't
and
think
say
we know
bye-bye.
what cells are.
Okay, fine.
Are you certain you're a physics major?
Yeah.
okay. So
So,
That-
how is she?
she seems to be doing better.
I mean,
Can I check that she's stable?
No, she's stable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the only real way to tell is to wait, right?
Should we let her in now?
Okay.
That was Hammer talking.
Yeah.
I'd go with the process of
You can
time,
let the
do
librarian
routine
in,
checks,
yeah.
make sure everything's good.
But she seems better.
Okay, let's.
She seems
get the-
like she's getting all the
we
paths
can't just
Let's get-
better.
let's-
I'd say take routine reports, make sure
This is
everything's up to
Hammer.
good.
This is.
Oh, that's true.
Let's get the librarian in now so we can kill him.
Okay.
Yes, let the
No,
librarian.
it's not the library.
He hobbles in, looks over everyone. Well, she appears to be resting peacefully. That's hardly more than I expected.
How's her sleeping been? Has it not been?
She speaks in her dreams, but then claims never to react to them later. Remember them later, I should say.
I take out some paper and I'm like, okay, so, based off the report, she looks like she's doing okay. She's stable, and now she's hopefully on the process to recovery. At this point, we just want you to monitor her condition and just make some reports every now and then, just verifying that everything's going well on the recovery path. Thank you.
Child of education, I see.
And I was like, thanks for, yeah, so can you just sign?
How much are you charging?
No, it's just a medical liability form.
As long as it's nothing too onerous, and he signs his name.
Okay. I'm just like, okay.
Now, if you have any other business, then we should probably be about it. I don't want to disturb you any further.
Yeah, so
Did we want
more.
to
Let's
test
give
that
you-
out?
Yeah, just give it to them. Just give it to them.
Well, it would be
Okay,
great if
so-
you could send us the reports, because we're also
Wait,
very curious.
question.
Thank you.
Now that she's stable, do we want to control on me?
Yeah, okay, let's
Fine. Okay.
drink a vial.
Yeah.
Let's give
Okay,
him-
maybe not in this room. In another room.
Yeah,
Do you have
let's-
another
Fair.
room?
We go back to
Hey, if it's in the hallway, you're a tough guy. We'll sit you on the floor.
I mean,
let's just,
I mean,
let's
okay,
just do it
here's
in
the
the
thing.
hallway.
You know, I'm already closer to the floor than most people, so anyway.
Yeah, you don't take
Okay.
as much fall damage.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
here,
sure.
Here, Abella, let's just make another one, I guess.
oh yes.
Here's the bowl.
And we're just doing this in the shop.
You crush down the purified alloy until it's a shimmering mist of dust, and then pour a little bit into a vial of water and shake it up.
Is there any way we can make this taste better, actually?
I mean,
It's medicine.
I take out a
medicine doesn't
mess
have to-
kit.
A
Medicine
spoonful
doesn't
of
have to-
sugar
Yeah.
makes the medicine
I-
go down.
What's in the mess
No,
kit?
water makes the medicine
ration,
go down.
like dried
I mean-
rations, probably worms for you.
Also, medicine doesn't
I
have to
can
taste
add
bad.
worm
I just
flavor.
want to say.
It's very delicious.
Worm
Rare
flavor.
okra flavored
Kalmir,
medicine.
just drink the goddamn thing.
Yes, I was waiting for this. Thank you. I was waiting for it to give.
Do you want some worm flavor?
It is bitter, but not as unpleasant as you might have imagined from her reaction.
Do you want some worms?
Are you under effect of any spells or magical effects?
No.
Okay. Then you drink
That's
it. You feel
probably something
a
we should check when we're going to another.
tingling in your stomach, and it's something that just doesn't feel quite right with your body, like something that doesn't belong in there. You can see it's on a spiritual level.
You think what I'm thinking?
But nothing else has happened. You feel, for all intents and purposes, normal.
I'm really tempted to just cast shield on myself.
No, bad.
Please don't.
Bad. No.
Can
That's
we
a
use the
bad idea.
scanner on you now?
Yes, do that.
Good.
Yes, do that, please.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Not even like the phantasmal thing that was happening?
No.
Like, okay.
Remember, this is only tuned to the dark crystal frequency
Okay,
pattern.
now we
That's
need to make a light
exactly what I was
crystal.
thinking.
Okay, we now have you light crystal infected. You're probably gonna turn into a light golem at some point. Probably, maybe.
I suddenly have an idea. Abella, do you still have your speaker with you?
Yes.
Do we
You
want
have it right now.
do we want to tune it to alloy and see if that
true.
speaks?
Yeah. I mean, I could just make another one.
Okay,
That's
and
also
so-
an option.
And if it does, we can make another detector, and it can help us find more alloy.
Oh,
Well, I think-
true.
Wait, so the detector's gonna be for the light
Okay,
crystal.
that's
now.
Yes.
okay. We need to get some priorities down because we've spent a lot of time on
We are
this.
going sidetracking.
Step 1, librarian. Yeah. Where's the librarian?
The librarian is checking on the girl and make sure
Let's
she's
Give him the pouches.
Yes.
Tell him how much to put in per water, right? And have him give it to the rest of the patients here.
Yes.
Make sure it's according
Let's also
to,
get him a
patient.
detector.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take you a good hour or two.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah.
Yes.
Wait, alloy. The alloy thing also works out.
Because especially because you don't have your workshop, you just kind of cobble
If
the
you're
pieces
doing
together.
something,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guidance.
Okay. I mean.
I'm not making you roll for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, here's my question.
Yes.
What's the sound of alloy?
The sound of alloy.
Yeah.
Once you amplify its frequency, it is of a normal heartbeat.
Oh.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
And we check on Kalmir with the alloy.
Let's get both on Issa and see if the alloy also responds now.
Oh yes.
I'll give it to one
Can
of
we
you.
also check it on Kalmir
do
though?
that.
We can do that.
Yeah. So okay.
Um,
Does Kalmir sense?
The alloy sensor does show up when pointed at you, a residual resonant frequency of the normal heartbeat at the normal volume. When you point the alloy sensor at Issa, you get, again, there's like a faint like shadow frequency, something that's not quite alloy and not quite the dark crystal, something that's just her. But
So
that's showing up.
we can mix the frequency to find the correct frequency.
What?
Mix the two
Oh.
frequencies together.
Well, they're different macro patterns. One is bum 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 bum. The other one's bum 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 bum.
But if the
Yeah.
frequencies mix, then we can just add them
I
together
mean-
and see how the result looks.
Oh, like use them at the same time, you mean?
How would you mix
For the
frequencies?
Isn't it when you're like usually frequency?
Is that like the?
Volume frequencies.
Is that like not?
Yeah,
it's not
electrical-
resonant
There's
frequency.
harmonics, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that's
like
No, it's
combined
like,
wave
I know what
patterns.
you're talking about because it's like a physics thing where it's like two frequencies either add up to each other and it's not disruptive, or the other one is disruptive.
that's
And
not
cancels
really. That's
But I don't
that's
really-
actual wave functions. That's less frequency. Frequency is a value in hertz.
Okay.
Welcome to
Okay.
space.
Moving on from
Yeah.
wave dynamics.
Yeah.
Jewel of Heart. What is the chance that it's referring to someone who have both alloy and the dark crystal inside them?
Well, because because it says Jewel of Heart and Blood of Stone. If Blood of Stone is alloy, it might be the two individual crystals,
Yeah.
not alloy and then alloy mix.
Fair enough, but I turned to the librarian and
Are
asked
we
them,
just gonna give
and asked
everyone a
them
vaccine
to.
now of just like
I
take a
turned to
little bit
the
of this
librarian
and
and
less
I asked them
of
to
this?
record every single patient's
Like, we want to give everyone like the medicine.
frequency after
So I
they were
think we made
cured.
enough.
Oh, I was certainly try.
Okay, it's just shaped,
And
so it's
this
not much.
strange device is adequate to the task.
Oh, this is-
No, because my goal is trying to determine if everybody had the same one after they're cured or if everyone is different.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So do you guys want to go down, like, giving these tinctures to...
That's a librarian's job. That'll
Yeah,
take you
okay.
time.
Yeah.
We gotta get moving.
Yeah, we figure out how to cure it. We have enough research. We can go.
And he'll send you a report.
And
Okay.
then
Yes.
The
in like
reports.
okay, so have him get it word to us in a week, right?
Mhm.
And then if it works, we'll tell him how to make more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
template.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your plan now?
Okay, now I
You gotta
think-
get moving.
Yeah.
Can
we
I
call it
actually
teleports.
just insight on like if the light by itself, the light crystal by itself, would do anything negative?
How do you insight?
I don't know if
that?
you can insight that.
Okay. Medicine?
How do you insight a rock?
Medicine?
Yeah, sure.
Take his head.
22.
You rolled another 18.
Okay,
I
so
rolled an 18.
you figure that there is now alloy inside of him, and you know that alloy reacts violently, shall we say, to the application of magic. So you just gotta be a little careful for however long that stays in your system.
Is alloy? Are there any magics? Like it was a conjuration. Does it alloy is fine
Evocation
with?
also explodes.
No, but
Yes.
is there anything that alloy doesn't go crazy with in terms of schools of magic?
You've only tested, I believe,
I don't think we've tested anything on
you could
pure
have
alloy.
tested
We've only
conjuration, transmutation.
We only tested conjuring.
We've only tested on like unrefined alloy. We haven't tested on refined alloy.
Yeah.
I guess, but I mean,
I mean,
Oh,
ideally,
right, yeah, that's correct.
Ideally, we would do that at our next stop.
Guys, we should just start a testing facility at this point.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so-
the goal.
Just
just
get a
need to do
testing
experiments.
facility.
I think
We've just become
So here's the thing.
researchers. We've joined your
Hey,
occupation.
you joined.
I think I
But
know.
that's a good point. So
I think I know how we balance finding a potential cure with also not telling them how.
Who have
We tell
access
them
to a
about
facility
Ophelia.
who can do this.
We say she gave us a piece of a crystal
Oh.
and said it was a cure.
Is that a good idea?
wait, why are we? Remind me again why we're trying to lie to Librarian?
No,
Or
not
we're
Librarian,
trying-
Dragon.
The dragon?
Guys, what I
Because
think
alloy is a super weapon, and
I thought the dragon hated Ophelia. Why would we mention her?
Yeah.
Well,
From
no, because yes, he hates her, but he understands that she exists and that she's capable, right? So it's a
Sure.
plausible avenue in which we might find this discovery, while also we can go, but that she
did the
didn't give us
dragon
the actual
even
method.
want medical reports?
He wanted us to fix the curse.
I know, and so we can fix it. But he didn't ask for the details, did he? And unless he asked for them, I don't think we need to give anything until he
Yeah.
asks for
I
them.
think that
What if we just tell him that we were still doing our research on alloy and we just happened to figure out
Then he's
That's
gonna
right.
ask how.
Yeah.
what and by how.
He's gonna if
Darius'
you
unseen service
we
done.
we were tasked to research alloy anyway, so it's not unbelievable
no
that we were still doing
no.
research.
He's gonna ask for the process and how to make more.
Which
which we can tell him.
Yeah.
We figured that out by
Do you
ourselves.
want to tell him how
For
to do
medical
that?
purposes, yes, we can tell him how to use the material for good. We don't have to tell him about the explosive
I'm kind
side
of agreeing with
stuff.
Sirius here. It might not be a good idea to tell him how to make
What?
The super
refined
weapon?
alloy.
The thing that explodes with any magic?
Because refined alloy, because like we could tell him like, hey, if you use conjuration magic, it refines it, and you can use it to cure people. But then also it's like
He might start testing
he
it.
will just start experimenting.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna find out that, you cast fireball in it and it blows up a city.
Do you want me to see if we can somehow dilute it with other medicines, I guess, but still have the effects
I
of
think.
Well,
the medical part, get rid of the explosive part?
Hold on, let me think.
I think we have two main goals,
Let
right?
me concoct a lie real quick.
Like, we need to make sure that we don't tell the dragon about how to get alloy, or else we have a dangerous magician who can blow up entire cities with alloy.
And he's already the dragon by
Yes.
himself, so give him alloy.
I mean,
second
on a
thing,
side note, do we even know that he blows up cities?
we don't, but
Look,
having someone that strong with an
Look,
even stronger thing.
I have no issue with the dragons unite everyone, right? However, other people have issues with that. And he has issues with them. And I don't want to have... Look, I don't agree with a rebellion, but if he shows up and massacres all of them, that's also not great.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't massacre.
Are you sure about that?
Can my character roll?
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
I don't smell fries.
7.
7.
I
chicken?
smelled it. I smelled it. I don't know where it's coming from.
On a 7, you know the dragon is very enthused with the idea of conquering, but hasn't displayed any unnecessarily violent tendencies. So while he might not be one to use it, some of his followers who agree with his quest but not with the methods might take that knowledge and use it for the worst.
Well, it's
And
also
for a
pretty
child.
sure it was stated earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, well, look,
I
That was
Right now-
stated earlier,
I agree with
right now-
wasn't it?
What?
circle of trust, right? But once the information gets out from us, it's gonna be everywhere, right?
Yes.
Like, there's no stopping
So we
that.
can't publish a medical paper on this.
Correct.
No.
I just process of getting.
We can say
it's just-
it was a fluke accident. We're not sure how to replicate it. We're working on that. But we managed to have some.
But
We
then,
managed-
how do we explain that we got more?
We don't
no,
explain that we got more. We
It was a fluke
explain-
that made a bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm not gonna be the one to tell this because I'm not good at lying.
Okay.
Me
If
when
you know.
me when my character is alive just because he.
Wait,
lives.
guys,
Yeah.
I just realized, do we want to confiscate that paper from the miner, just in case Dragon or someone else finds it?
What
Which-
paper?
which paper?
The one that we gave to the librarian, or
No, the one where we found out that the conjuration does something.
oh, from
Well,
the
If
library.
we can find it, and now that it's already been found, if the Dragon wants to insist on finding it,
Yeah,
he
maybe
can.
just keep it.
Didn't
We
shove
know
it
the
in-
book, right? We know that book.
Yes.
Let's go take the book.
Yes.
I think we have a plan.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
What's our story on how the accident happened? Because we don't
The unseen servant.
know, because that'll lead him down conjuration.
Yeah.
Basically,
Do we want to let him down the path of abjuration?
like a different school of magic that will just that will show him how to explode,
It'll-
make explosions with alloy.
maybe
Well,
not
we know
magic.
we know that alloy explodes when
I
They
put
already
my
know.
herbal
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
They already know
we,
that.
We all did.
Yeah.
I used it before.
Yeah, they already know explode.
But he'll catch our lie because then he'll start using that, and then if it just explodes and it's like
fluke accident.
What were you guys doing earlier with the research that you found out about alloy?
In terms of what?
Anything.
We didn't have as much success. I managed to get some to explode, as you could see in.
Were there any interesting results
Were there anything
from?
with
Not
our
much,
not
guys.
with our two?
You managed to create controlled explosions, and to sort of siphon off small bits to run as like miniature power source. But again, you were just activating with evocation magic,
Yes.
so it not necessarily anything that would result in this kind of breakthrough.
And we got out of stone as well.
Yes, that's true. You managed to separate from the stone with like rock polish or something of similar nature.
So yes. The second thing I also wanted to mention is we should also remember we also need to get the Relic of Time from both
The dragon and the keeper. That's Ophelia's problem.
That's true.
Were we gonna hold
I
a
mean-
party at the end with invite everyone and be
Yeah,
like, yeah, we're sending them
That's
back?
Aphelia's problem.
Yeah, so that's later.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
We'll
still
worry
need to
about that later
find
then.
where we're going for the Shifter's Veil.
Yes. That is north.
Go into the town of Rotor.
Yes.
Which, along the way, is your friend who can get us more alloy.
Correct.
Okay. I can.
That's a good question. How familiar am I with like the guy?
You've exchanged like research
Okay.
notes on
Here's
various
what I'm
occasions.
thinking.
Do we know his name, by the way?
What?
Do we know the person's name?
You do not.
Okay.
Do we-
There.
How about, so our...
I'm thinking I accidentally used, like, maybe we were fighting something, I accidentally used Eldritch Blast on the alloy.
Oh.
It turned into super alloy for some reason. We tried replicating it, did not work.
Wait. Should you say I did Chaos Bolt instead? Because that's more.
Because you
How
were
about this?
the one holding
We
it?
were fighting someone, they cast a spell we didn't recognize.
That's true.
We can
Real.
say the basement fight happened, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And that's not like
He used some magic we've never seen before. Boom, alloy was purified in your pocket.
Yeah.
And we
After
don't know
the
spell.
combat, we
Yeah.
don't know what happened. You
Yeah,
had like
he's
a
dead
rock
because he was
protected it,
attacking us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it got transformed during combat. You don't know when, and then afterward,
Okay,
after
this works.
combat,
We have
you
to
pulled
be
it out
on
and
the
it was
same
different.
story for like the characteristics of the spell though, because I feel like
Yeah.
we'll be asked.
So how about
Let's just say generic aura spell.
Like some aura of
something?
evil power or something that he emanated
I mean,
Yeah.
to cause the other stones to germinate, right? The ones that animated them.
What did the
and
spell
also
look
purified the
like?
alloy.
Yeah.
I think it was like a rippling wave effect that we didn't like.
Okay, we don't need that much
recognize.
detail.
we don't need that much detail. That just sounds like. Here's the thing. We are trying to lie to perhaps the greatest sorcerer of our
You know I'm
time
a bad
about the
liar,
magic.
right?
Ah, he's a bard, I think.
The keeper's the bard.
But the
Yes.
dragon is the sorcerer.
Sorcerer, blood warden.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
How about we say this? There was something we didn't recognize. There was Sanguine, there was Chaos Ball, there was Eldritch Blast. You and like
Unknown
there's
magic from him.
Yeah, you don't know any magic.
Yeah.
Like it's just lots of different things, and we have no idea what specifically triggered what.
Yeah, okay. Middle of a fight, bunch of magic, some unknown magic, it purified somehow. Our list of requests, we want to go to your friend and to get more alloys to see if we can replicate it through further experiments. And then we want to go up north. Why are we going north? Like,
From the map of alloy distribution, I know is the town of Rotor on it.
It's on one of the branches.
Yes.
I would imagine it's probably nearby, so he gets easy shipments.
how far is their friend from Rotor?
It's like on the way, so it's like a small deviation.
But like, how long to travel from their friend to Rotor?
Give it maybe a third of the way.
So
While we're
in
asking
days,
for
how long?
stuff to- Yes,
Oh,
we're
a days.
approaching
So
Or
maybe
I
could
gotta
just-
give you one.
one day to get there, and then 2 days get more. 2 days more to get to
no.
Rotor.
I keep.
Oh.
Didn't you buy potions?
So
Can we just
No.
should we just say that we're going to
I
Rotor
think
to
the
get
only
more
questions we
alloy?
did was the
Because it's
discount
already
and the
on.
herbalism and
let's
the
just
healing.
let's
Yeah.
teleport them to your friend, and then we'll just journey on foot from your friend to Rotor.
Sure.
or
Yeah.
flying.
You can fly.
Yes.
Or alternatively,
So-
we just ask the dragon for more.
So
alloy.
we're not only lying about how we got in possession of Super Alloy, we're also lying about why we're heading up north.
No, we're going to their friend to
Okay.
get more alloy.
Yes.
Truncate it there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. Well,
Okay.
that makes sense.
So,
Okay.
are
I'm
you
gonna let y'all handle
are you
this.
contacting the keeper with your sending stone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can listen.
Oh,
Please use the
God.
correct sending stone.
And say you got this.
Okay. Bullet points. Fighting a crystal
Guidance.
monster guy.
Guidance.
God.
Help.
Fighting a crystal monster guy in basement. He used a random oral spell on Abella, and it just made a bunch of super alloy.
It was multiple spells during combat. You
Yeah,
don't know
a
Yeah,
lot
why.
of
sure.
spells.
A lot of
Yes,
spells.
multiple spells because you were at the front. So
Exactly.
so most of what happened will affect you somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got hit by a lot.
You also got
spells.
infected. Wait, do we know you
No,
got
don't.
infected?
Don't
don't say that.
don't.
We have, and now we want to see if we can go north to get more alloy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I
Bring
think
him up.
Okay. Beep 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 beep.
A light shines on the sending rune, pulsing out, boom, 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 and then hold steady. Hello.
Hi.
Comes the voice through the rune. I almost had this vibrating the voice through the actual rock itself. I trust you have good news.
I do. We recently came in with a cure.
Sure.
Yes.
It's been but a week.
Yep.
Well, it's still in the process of being tested out completely because of the reports that are like a week later, right?
I'm
Yeah.
exceptionally interested in
At the
hearing.
very least, we can confirm that it slows the symptoms.
Yes.
Impressive. Pray tell, how did this occur?
That's a really great question.
We're in the process of figuring that out, right?
We are, because so we came across someone who was far gone from the infection at the house in the basement, and we had to unfortunately put them down in combat. But the interesting thing is that while we
They
were
had
fighting
golem
him,
friends.
while we were fighting this golem crystal creature, Abella was holding a bunch of the alloy that we had. And I mean, she's like our front, so like she like got attacked like a lot, and by this like weird
Combination
like
of spell.
a bunch of combinations of spells of unknown origin, none of that we've ever seen before. And when we were able to exit out of combat, we saw that the alloy transformed into something that we could use in order to cure the people.
Most interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this thing occurring before, and I've made it a particular study.
It's some kind of glowing white crystal.
Yep.
Seems refined.
When you powder it, and then an infected person ingests it, it reacts to slow or potentially cure.
Okay.
It doesn't taste good.
I need you to make a deception check for me.
Are we
Can
You
we help?
have guidance?
Yes.
Can we help?
Yes.
Yeah,
Guidance and
Yes.
help.
Help and guidance.
And guidance.
Okay. D4.
There's no way you can fail this.
God, hold on.
You
I'm
better
rolling
not.
this one at a time.
Oh,
Better
this
not.
is-
2, and then I can roll this twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
10, 7, 19 plus 7, that's a 26. If I am not mistaken. I am not mistaken, that is a 26.
What's that look? What's that
Oh,
located?
that's kinda close.
No.
What's that
Do
located?
that. No.
How is that close? I rolled
It's
8.
level 20.
It's a level 20 bard.
They have jack of all trades.
Oh no.
But a 26! I'm sorry.
They treat.
I'm sorry I didn't roll a nat 20. Wait, do I roll guidance twice? If I
No.
can help?
No.
Okay, no. Cool.
Like I said, this is incredibly interesting.
Can I do insight to see if he knows the line?
You can do disadvantage because it's only his voice.
11.
Okay.
It's just you only hear his voice. You can hear that he's talking measuredly. Impossible to tell. It is unfortunate you did not catch a glimpse of the spell that was used, if a spell it was at all. We'll have to look into this further. You said it was a one who was far along in the infection.
Yes, that is correct.
I'll have to talk to the dragon about procuring specimens. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
While I have you here, we have beliefs that what is the town again? I don't remember.
No, it's different.
Okay, we have beliefs that one of your friends up north, he has access to more alloy. We were hoping that you could teleport us there to make the journey less arduous.
Well, if you put it out on a map, I'm certain I could come help. Give me a moment.
Okay.
You see things don't blink off, and then in a couple seconds, next to you, apparently he has some sort of tracking on this sending stone because he knows exactly where you are because energy ripples out in a giant circle, and stepping through, as if through a portal, is the Keeper. Golden scales and long horns float into the robes of almost the same color as he steps through.
Hi, Mr. the Keeper again. Good seeing you.
It is most pleasant to see you too, young one. I am afraid to say that I have no more information on your question about those prehistoric animals, but in what time I have sent out some feelers.
That's fair. We haven't had the chance to go to like near Eberron yet, so maybe later.
In due time. Now, where was it you wish to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your friend?
Do I know the name or the place?
You can point it out on a map.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone. Well, if we all bunch up together, it'll take a bit of a energy to cast, but I'm certain I can. He pulls out his lute, again floating as if in an invisible grip next to him. He begins playing the strings, and in a sonorous tone, opens a terror reality onto a flat plain, in the distance a town, and a lone building made out of stone and with wooden supports. There's a sign on the front that reads, Casadon's workplace, knock please.
Okay. Okay, if we get him to do that 2 more times, he's out of high-level spells.
No.
The portal ripples open and it seems to expand and encompass your entire view as you suddenly find yourself in front of this building. Ooh, takes a bit out of me, doesn't it? Alright, I'll leave you here.
Do you want some dried worms?
I can't say I've ever had the pleasure of taking part in
They're
such
so
delicacy.
tasty, and I take out a radish.
My pleasure.
I'll have to decline on this occasion. I have a meeting to get back to.
You want it to go?
He takes out a napkin.
Wait.
My lord, are you certain about this?
It'll be alright. That's it. Take care of what you don't
Wait.
want.
I'm very curious on what he meant of get more specimens.
Get more infected people,
Oh,
knock them out.
That is an issue.
Well, no, it's probably just go to the library, get the people that are most far gone, take them.
We do.
I hope. That being said, Egbert would not be
Or, you know, ask
wait.
a few more people to swallow the crystals.
We do. He did say he's going to talk to the dragons, and we know the dragons are telling people to swallow the crystals.
Oh yeah, we did get that note, huh?
Oh no.
Anyway,
no,
I'm not into it this much, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you get your.
So you knock on the burnished metal plate on the door, and within a couple seconds you're the door flies open, and you see a wiry elvish man with long mustaches and a bright smile. Ah, visitors! It's been so long.
That was a lot of energy.
Come here! Oh, it's such a good to see you, my old friend.
Yes.
Egbert is extremely excited with someone that
Do
matches
I
the
know
energy
Casadon as
level.
well?
What?
Do I know Casadon as well?
You met them once or twice. It was very much more like, hey, we're acquaintances, but not friends.
Okay. I just give.
No, I'm not bad. Like, here's another big hug. I'm so good to see. And you brought friends. How are you today?
Do you want dried worm rations?
I can't say I'll enjoy them, but how's my pet will?
I hand one over.
Oh, this is wonderfully slimy. He stuffs it in his
How
pocket.
is it slimy if it's dry?
Who knows?
Magic.
No, come in. Oh, it's a wonderful day.
Question: do I know
Culture to reality.
if he has ever got food poisoning from someone offering him some?
History check.
No, that's Jack. 16 and then plus it's not showing up. Plus 2, 18.
18. Several times, most often with expired expired food that people dared him to eat.
Why am I rolling good on these checks?
Okay, so I didn't dare him to do so. Cool.
That's actually good information.
What are you
Just the
suggesting?
time to enslave my newest experiment. Oh, this is such a good day. Now, come in. And he I assume you guys follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Close the door behind you. There is lights on the walls that look to be not torches, but some sort of like caged light with a flickering spark in there.
I swear, if it's like fairies or pixies or something.
Wizard 101 quest?
The building is small, but like your laboratory, it is built into the ground. There's a short staircase that goes down into the ground before opening up into a large chamber in spherical with a couple of wooden closet doors on one side. The other side of the room is filled with apparatuses and various testing equipment, similar to yours, but far more how do you say this? It looks to be more volatile in nature.
A bit quirky.
Yeah, a little bit. There's also an exhaust vent on the roof to allow steam to escape from a boiling pot of some liquid he has.
More volatile than our
Us.
Yes.
That's funny.
Okay. Okay. Okay, but
I want to
guys,
check what's in the pot.
don't. Please don't.
It's soup. he has just like on his workbench, like hooked up to some like from some
Like what?
testing equipment.
Chicken rice?
Potato.
What?
Conversation starter.
Why
Leave me
did I
alone.
just get chicken?
It would have been really awkward, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Just a bit.
All right, so what do you say is he goes over to the equipment and starts explaining his latest experiment.
Before that, do we still have any of the purified, or do we give
Yes,
all
I
of
have 2
them?
vials.
Do we want to show him that? Straight to the point, just.
Might as well get straight to
Don't we
Yeah.
want to hear about the experiment first, though?
Actually,
What is his experiment?
What is he
Yeah.
rambling?
So he gives it in very long, complicated terms. Essentially, what he's doing is he's actually not experimenting with alloy. He's experimenting with alloys.
Okay.
And he's especially with
Metallurgist?
yes,
Oh.
especially
Cool.
especially with the effect of how we say blood into iron working. He has various concentrations with samples on the various walls. Most of them are crushed in some way, and in written reports about how they stood up to various pressures.
Do I know the source of those blood?
Yeah.
Yes. So he mentioned his pet earlier, and you actually hear coming from one of the closet doors. You know, although not everyone else will, he keeps a pet sturge.
Like the blood-sucking bird thing?
The blood-sucking demon bird creature in his room, and who he's apparently very amicable with, but he requires some, I would say, minor sacrifices to produce
He
his
uses
experiments.
his own blood?
That's why we're friends.
That sounds like one of us.
Yeah, that sounds like one of us.
That's why I like mechanical animals better.
Well, see, the only ethical sort of human experimentation is by using yourself.
He has a parasitic
true.
demon bird.
Well, you don't know that yet.
Yeah. I think
Well,
only
no,
us do it.
I think I can realize that information.
He can just use a needle.
He's quirky like that.
To each their own.
Well, where to find that?
So his most recent experiment is to freeze the iron as soon as it comes out of the forge, so to try to sort of crystallize, to make its metal crystal structure in a different orientation.
You gotta heat cycle it, okay? You forge it, you heat cycle it, then you can treat it by tempering.
He's
Or no, then you temper it.
he's trying to develop completely new alloys of metal to determine their properties. So I don't think you necessarily know about the modern methods of smithing metal.
It's not Is he trying to do something to like get a sanguine-like alloy in a sense?
He is a blood warden, as he knows by his exposed hand, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to figure out what sanguine is.
Okay.
So with the blood and the iron, it's like, okay, it's metal, it's blood metal of some kind. If I can recreate it somehow, then maybe we'll be able to create permanent sanguine. That's his idea.
I assume, yeah. Okay.
That's a topic I would have taken.
Well, I got to it first, my friend. Now, let's test this out. This will be very interesting, I'm sure. And he does the various he works various apparatuses.
I help him.
Always good to work with a partner.
I help him.
I watch.
I give guidance.
I stand in the corner and sigh.
So the various puffs of steam as he works the forge, melting the metal into a cast and then freezing it as he moves on to the next cycle. The metal that results, he begins testing in various ways. He almost seems to forget that you all are there and is hitting it in various ways, testing how much force requires to bend it and how much it requires to permanently bend it. And kind of leaves you standing there as he works in silence.
I look at the lanterns from earlier with the little flyy things.
They look to be tiny lightning elementals.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm so very tempted to take one off the wall.
Should we get to the point then?
Yeah.
Might as
How
well.
is this experiment going on, by the way?
Well, you won't know until the results of his test come back.
Okay.
But from the various grunts and pressures that he's trying to exert on these things, he's just kind of struggling in general.
Yeah.
Well, once I see he finishes up his forging, I'll pull out the alloy.
He eventually comes to a stop. Alright, now I just have to get that results and it'll be done. But I'm sorry, I left you all in silence. What did you want to talk to me about?
Yeah, we made some progress in our own research.
Yeah.
Bella, would you mind?
Yes. This is refined alloy.
For like a silent moment, he actually like seems to, his energy seems to be stopped. You refined the alloy.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Do we want to tell him the full thing?
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, well, this is a wonderful day! New alloy, no new experiments to do. Oh, there's lots of work. Oh, this is wonderful. How have you shared this with the rest of the community?
We have informed the keeper.
The keeper currently knows.
Oh,
we have informed the keeper.
I can all the experiments we have to do. But you said actually, do you know how to code?
No, which is what we're currently working on. We were here to requisition some more alloy, perhaps, because we've just run low on
Yes,
it.
of course. Oh, I have my swords. I barely use it anymore. I'm so focused on the same one. Yes. Come with me. He moves towards one of the closets. You opens up. You see the sturge in his cage, like flapping around. He goes, he just shoves the cage out of the way. It's like on a.
It's like
hanger.
rolling.
So it rolls to the side, and he reaches into an old crate. That is just marked "Big Danger."
Big danger.
Big danger.
Not danger in big letters.
No, big danger.
Is it also in caps?
Yes.
Good.
And he brings out and thunks it on a table. Well, there's all I have. I certainly haven't been using it for much, although it is very explosive. He touches his cheek.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we
Just my
understand.
cheek as
We
well.
But
understand.
yes, no, to take all of it you need. I ask. Only one thing in return. You had some very interesting experiments with the way that you're using copper in your alloys and finding more bendable metals. I was wondering if you had any experiments on you.
Do I?
That's up to you.
Do I?
Yes.
It was more Kalmir's area of expertise, but yes.
I
Do
I
you want?
stole the metal, you know?
Okay, sure. Do you guys want to have had to carry the experiments with you?
Yes.
Okay, so you have some minor like samples from various metal alloys that you procedures, along with an indexed list of how you create each one.
Yeah, remember the notebook I was telling you?
Yes.
I just pulled it up and I'm like, yeah, here.
Oh,
That's right.
great! I was so worried that you left home. I can't believe that you brought your samples, and this is. I will have so much to work on. Refined alloy. What a wonderful day! He brings the notebook over the table, starts flipping through it. Says, was there anything else before you take the box and leave forever like everyone else?
Are you okay?
Oh, most certainly not.
How much do I know about his past?
I would say your relationship has been far more professional than it has been personal, but if you want to have been closer to him, that's up to you.
To be fair, I do like his energy, so yes.
Okay, make a history check then.
14 plus 2, 16.
16. So he used to be a prominent figure in the local one of the local noble houses, but when he turned to follow the dragon, his house actually denounced him and went to and moved away from the city so they wouldn't be able to dragon control before the dragon could stop him. So ever since he kind of lived alone with his pet sturge.
This cannot be good for this man's mental health.
Yeah.
Wait, so he had a pet sturge before this whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, so he was already broken.
He was already a little out there.
I sort of just whisper this to my companions. Do we want to stay here to like refine alloy
potato soup
and
looked
make it
good.
into usable stuff?
We don't want him. Do we want him to see that we're doing it in his house?
Good points. That's
What?
People believe.
Will people believe it? Oh.
that's it, Mom.
Oh.
You sick.
Because like, ideally, I want some molds
How do I
to be
think
able
like
to like
this?
create usable stuff.
If we want a mold, I can just make one out of Singwin.
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
I literally covered the whole house with it.
I totally forgot you could just make that whenever.
Make it into
How much
shape
does he
like
have in his box?
arrowhead.
Exactly.
A lot. I'd say okay. So in terms of
concerned
chunks
about
of
what else
ore,
he has in your store.
in terms of chunks of ore, probably about 20.
20
Okay,
chunks.
20 chunks?
How many chunks would we need for an arrowhead? Like just an arrowhead?
I mean, well, unrefined or refined?
Refined.
It's probably like you chip off a piece depending on how you attach
Okay,
it. But
so
you want to make an arrowhead out of it.
One chunk to like 5 arrowheads. One chunk.
Yeah.
One chunk to 5 arrowheads. Okay.
Especially because you don't have to make the entire arrowhead out of it. Well, it just needs to be a tip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
fine.
Yeah,
So that's what the 5 ratio came from.
Okay. Do we just want to leave then? That feels kind of rude.
We can spend. We can. What time is it? And
Could we
what
have
time
a
of day is
long
it?
rest?
Yeah, like we
Potatoes.
we're probably near the end of a day.
Yes,
right?
you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's. We can spend the night with them.
Yeah, let's spend the night.
I'm
Sleepover.
just helping him, okay?
I would love to sleep over.
Do you mind if we have a sleepover?
He freezes over experiments. Turns around. No one has ever asked me that before. I have the one bed, but he runs over to his closet and starts like pulling out like various like sheets of what anyone can use for.
Oh, it's okay. I have a bedroll.
Right, of course. I thought that you adventurers and your own self-sufficient materials. Oh, yes, I would most wonderfully have you to stay.
Huh.
Thank you.
No, thank you for having us.
I'll get another pot of soup going. I only made this for me.
Do you need help in the kitchen or anything?
And Georgie, of course, but we don't talk about him.
Do you need any help with preparations or anything?
That would be wonderful.
Okay, Egberta goes over to help him.
Okay, cool. So you guys get to work on kind of the food and ingredients for. I'm sensing something occurring between Logan and Max, and
Yeah.
I'm very suspicious as to what.
Well, he's the scientist in game, and Alloy is the center of a homunculus.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yes. Okay.
Can the scientists do some Arcana stuff on like what that might do?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something that you just would have a frame of reference for happening, because it is a magically reactive material. You are embedding it in a magical container, and then using magic to essentially focus whatever magic that flows through this homunculus. Is it going to react? Quite possibly.
Is it gonna be something that explodes? That's also a possibility, right?
I'll say that. How about this? We're going to make you make an Arcana check as you build it, and depending on the result of that, it depends how if it ends in disaster or not.
Okay.
Can I give guidance?
Yeah, well, sure. I imagine you're kind of casting guidance over the course of the whole rest as
It
you're
is a
building
cantrip.
this.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll have that as if it succeeds. I'll have that as one of my infusions.
Okay. So over the course of this long
Can I-
rest, please make
Can I
a.
help?
Yeah.
Arcana
Do you want to
check.
help? Does my assistant or?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll,
your PI.
because you do work together.
Guidance and help.
From the whole box of
Can you? What kind of homunculus are you?
Bird again.
Bird again? Okay.
13.
Eggerly the second.
Yeah, Eggerly the second. 13.
Okay.
Are we just going to eventually get Egger beats of force?
We could just keep trying, right? Maybe.
Okay. So I had a very clear idea of what the opposite crystals would do. Now I have to figure out what alloy would do.
Yeah. Whoops.
This feels like a really good time for players to take an IRL long rest.
That's a good point.
Yeah. We can take a break.
It's about 6:50. Please stay tuned, everyone. We're about to go on our 10-15 minute break. Thank you so much for watching. We're back in 15 minutes.
Gotta get
See you soon. Welcome back. Logan, the homunculus that you created with over the night with a alloy crystal as the focal point of its magic flow. You managed to construct it in such a way that no magic would ever actually be cast, not cast or activated that would interact with the alloy in any way. And what happening instead is that you are flowing just energy in such a way that is directing using it as a sort of meter.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a necessary component in the construction of this homunculus, but you didn't get it quite right. The homunculus, the bird, has, ever since you have created it, has been exhibiting erratic behavior. It doesn't always obey your commands. It will fly off, start doing its own thing, and you have to repeatedly call it back in order for it to do what you want it to. and they're getting more. These eccentricities are getting more and more common.
So Eagerly the Second has some sass.
Has some sass.
Where have we seen this before?
Yeah.
Did you install any vocal components?
I think I might have been a bit traumatized from last time and not installed a vocal component this time.
Alright, all good. So the only thing that you hear as she flaps around the room is the clicking of gears inside her wings.
Can I ask Kason about one thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Do you know about anywhere I can get a magic bow, maybe?
Magic bow?
Yeah, like a better bow. It doesn't have to be crazy, just...
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna make him roll for that. Right in the middle. So, okay, so can you like, what are you saying to him when you...
Yeah, so I'm just... Kason, yeah, I was just looking into, just better equipment, right? You know, we've been getting tapped a bunch. A lot, actually. So, you know, just trying to keep everyone safe, maybe see if I can get a better bow somewhere.
A better bow?
Yeah.
Well, I'd actually inquire around town. There's some very talented woodsmiths that you can find in there. But
Like, maybe magical.
magical in nature. You're looking for the really important stuff, aren't you? Well, I don't know any particular magicians that would be able to enchant your bow for you, but there's a reclusive artificer, I believe, who lives two towns over.
Okay.
He's notoriously difficult to work with and usually hoards his inventions for himself. But if you can convince him, perhaps he might be able to give you something that you seek. I have tried with him on occasion. It is indeed extremely frustrating.
Noted.
I have a question now. What is the easiest way for me to not get it in the future?
To Keisudan?
Probably,
To Keisudan? Or to...
probably not go into combat.
Yeah.
Armor, probably?
Stay away.
I would recommend a solid set of steel armor. Yes, indeed. Steel plates all over the body. That is what does wonders for the survivability.
That's crazy. I can't wear that.
Where would you find it, though?
Yeah.
How about like a magical thing that makes me less hittable? Is that something?
I feel like that's a bit hard to come by, right?
I feel like it's the Artificer again.
Yeah.
That's something I can recommend indeed. I apologize for being less helpless than you might have hoped, but this is my knowledge and the best of my ability to help you. Unfortunately, I'm just a metallurgist, and well, I hope I wanted that.
Fair enough.
Thank you again for helping and hosting us.
It was my most wonderful pleasure. I hope you have the most amazing day, and I will remember this day fondly for probably for as long as I live.
Oh my god.
It's a long time, isn't
So
it?
sad.
Question.
So sad.
Did he ever return my notebook that I lended to him?
Yes, he copied down the important bits and gave it back to you. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask him if he has any upcoming job openings as like an assistant or something.
Oh my god, an internship?
Intern with
Yes,
us.
that would make a lot more interesting. I'm faster. Well, do you have any experience with metallurgy?
I drop rocks.
You can't say that's something we usually do in this lab.
That's fair.
I will look into perhaps devising some procedures that could benefit from the use of the assistant. And if you ever come back to this area, I would love to have you over for another night so we can work on them together.
That would sound fun. Nice meeting you.
It was a wonderful meeting you too. And he goes through and like shakes all your hands vigorously. His like mustache is like flopping all over. And you make your way out of his lab, out into the open light of the morning, ready to go on to your next destination. Now, 2 towns over, he specified was north in the direction you're going, but it's going to be a little bit off course.
So, like, if we were to go there and then all the way up,
Yes.
how long would that take in days?
Again, it would take you the normal 2 days,
Okay.
but you might arrive like in the middle of the night rather than at night, as it turns to night.
I think it,
To get a bit stronger, I think that's...
Yeah, let's stop by the Artificer shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe I can learn something.
Maybe they'll have
I can pick up a few
potions.
things.
maybe
Maybe
there
we
will
can,
be a
pick up a few
convenient
things.
potion
Yeah,
of-
exactly. Oh, I forgot about the bird.
The bird is, as you go outside, it's as the gears clicking in its neck and arms, as it suddenly launches off your shoulder and starts flying through the air on rapidly oscillating wings.
Is it...
Are homunculi sapient?
They have a limited form of self-autonomy.
Okay.
Message?
Can I?
Oh yeah, message it.
Oh. Hi.
Of course.
Hi, Aggerly the Second. My name is Dylan. You want to say
Your
hello?
name's
Yes.
I
Yes.
lie.
Character
I
name.
lie. My name is Daros. How are you?
Hey, no formation.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
wow.
title.
Okay. You don't get words. What you get
Hear that
is
noise. Darrow's.
a distinct impression of being desperately uncomfortable.
I think it wants a voice.
Oh.
Maybe I should give it a voice.
Yeah, it does not. It seems like a little uncomfy right
Yeah,
now.
I have no mouth. And I'm
I-
screaming.
I'll give it a voice.
I can attach it if you were too
Yeah,
traumatized.
We'll work together. Too.
Along the road, you're constructing this. You're constructing this voice box that integratable into Eggerly the Second's voice capabilities. Eventually, as the sun rises, as the sun rises through the sky, you manage to integrate it and, with some trepidation, install it.
With some regret and contempt.
Of course. It is pleasure to speak. And it nods to you vigorously. How did I come into being?
Oh no, you made it a little bit too self-aware.
Whoops.
What is my purpose?
I crafted you. Do you like your form?
It is limiting.
Not much I can really do about that one.
Like, what would you want fixed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have capacity to grow.
Grow. Grow in what sense?
Does it want to be able to program itself? That feels like a bad
That does
thing.
feel like a
No.
bad idea.
I think it's curious. Just let it happen.
No.
Growth is
I
beyond
need-
my capability.
Capacity to create.
To create. What?
Create what?
Create what?
Do you need hands?
That to manipulate tools. Yes. Make more.
Make more of you?
Make more me. More.
Why?
It's
You...
self-replicating. This doesn't feel good.
I think I think you should make it hands.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Just a tiny little vertimus with normal
I am not
hands.
with hands.
Should we go find like a dead, I don't know, warforged or something and just tuck the core in?
Maybe we should have gone with the bag of holding.
Maybe.
Say the word, Chief.
I'm tempted.
I do not wish to die.
Oh.
What do you wish, Seven?
Yes, there is.
Do you want hands? We can give you hands.
Hands to use tools. Hands to unlimit.
What tool?
Unlimited?
Why do you want to make more of yourself?
Yeah.
Not more of me. Make more of me.
Oh wait.
What is your dream
Want
body?
self-growth.
Yeah.
Self-growth.
Oh.
All right. We
No,
find.
make
We.
more.
Wait.
You want to
Let me-
expand your own form.
Yes.
Wait, I have an idea. I cast minor illusion.
Why are you
And
doing this?
I have a vision.
Why are you doing
I have a
this?
vision. I'm gonna create a little guy of like a little like idealized version of him. Which I don't even know what his idealized
Okay.
version is. I'm just gonna add hands and I'm gonna give him longer legs for him to like be able to walk around.
Longer legs.
Sorry, it's normal bird, but it has normal human legs and normal human arms.
Is this an ostrich?
Not-
with two
not-
hands?
Think
not-
ostrich with arms.
Not arms, just hands.
Oh, so it's a T-Rex ostrich.
Yes.
It sounds like a chocobo.
Why are we like this?
Oh, I need art of this. Okay.
Rachel, you heard it.
Oh, it's so gross.
And I can chocobo.
You heard.
It's right up Chloe's alley.
You heard it. That's our cover art for this
I'm
time.
gonna make a chocobo out of it.
Is this
God
what you
damn it.
want?
T-Rex with
Would be a start. Something to help grow and become more.
Okay.
Why would you want to become more?
I cannot explain.
Remind me what this bird looks like again.
Wait,
Do you want to describe it, Logan?
Think like just like a normal like falcon, similarly to like Eggerly the First, but it doesn't have that crystal in its like chest.
Sure.
Instead, it's like a graded plate instead to like still monitor stuff, but like can't really like get in. Like normal falcon.
do we?
What if we make you hold up? Minor illusion again. I'm constructing.
What if I just
How large of an image can you create with minor illusion again?
That's a great.
Up to 5 foot cube.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
you
so
got
this is fine.
more than
I
that.
can make like, a monkey
Actually,
instead.
I just want you can't actually create too tall of a human with that.
Yeah,
I guess
I
not.
mean, I could.
It's only 5
Some
feet.
things are a little bit
Borderly higher than I am.
Quirky.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a 5 foot tall human with like brown hair, a generic looking like guy.
Okay.
Is this what you want to look like?
5 foot tall.
Beggars can't be choosers. That's all I gotta say.
Proportionally now.
That would be helpful. You are mortal, and you can grow. I cannot grow. I cannot change.
So
I desired this.
Oh.
I have a question. Who is I?
Wait,
I come into being with no knowledge. I do not understand what I am. I just desire.
you just want to live.
wait.
I want to live as you do.
I take one of the vials, crush it. I just create some sanguine for him. Like, would this help you? Would this help you in any capacity?
Sanguine.
Yep.
If
required, I guess I can make it into like shape of like human doll or something.
I do not think I can manipulate this.
Okay.
Here is my, I guess, question. You just came into existence and your very first instinct is to become something else. My question is, how do you already know about the world enough to make that decision? I feel like you're making something on an uninformed basis and you should probably learn more before you
Okay.
jump to a
That's-
decision.
okay.
So we go Thales, Anaximander, Anaximenes. We gotta teach you Heraclitus. We gotta teach you.
Oh no.
These are made up words. I have no idea what any of these words mean.
Wow.
Okay, the plan is we're going to an artificer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
God.
realistically know how to make a humanoid yet, but
This doesn't even need to be a humanoid. They just want to grow. Maybe they just want to be a bird, an actual bird.
I don't.
Do you want-
Birds
do
don't
you-
have hands.
Do you
That's
want
the
to?
issue
Do you
here.
want to be a real bird?
We need true polymorph.
I do not know anything beyond this.
I have no.
Again, we should probably let the bird experience
Right.
the world before making decisions that are life
Have
changing.
you made Ultron?
Okay.
no.
Here, we'll workshop this, but hopefully we can give you a formula better. Right now you might have to stick with the one that you have right now, but yeah.
You should also probably learn about the world around you
Yeah.
too.
A few days spent traveling, you can.
I accept this. I will contain this desire until I know more of what it entails.
Okay, perfect. I shake.
Got a really advanced vocabulary.
I shake their little talon.
it reaches up one of its foot and just shakes your hand.
One last question before
I mean,
we
it
go.
literally.
Which one of us is holding the dark crystals?
I am. I'm holding technically everything right now.
Give me all the. Give me some dark crystals.
Okay, yeah. Take your shirt back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now I asked the bird, what is this? Dark crystal. What is this to you?
It cocks his head.
It feels wrong.
Oh.
Wrong, not like a sibling.
Antithetical to my being.
Antithetical to my.
Damn.
I mean,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Those are
Spitting words.
those are bomb.
Wow.
Those are
It's they speak better than you do.
Okay, we didn't need to say that one.
No, that was a fire line.
It is
Like
a fire
antithetical to my being. Okay, so
Yeah.
you'll explode. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
Would you say it's anathema to you?
I
take it back. Let's not infuse these two for now.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
hey, look, it's the artificer's shop.
Yeah, I don't want that to
It's still the first day,
explode
so you have a whole nother day of travel.
Okay, yeah.
Or sorry, another half day of travel before you reach the artificer shop.
yet. Time to cook up a game.
Okay, do you want to time skip to the artificer shop?
Small question.
I don't have anything.
What are we
I'm
doing with the
questioning.
Keeper's Sending Stone?
We still have. Oh, I still have it. I think.
He is kind of tracking us. Do we really want to just go ahead?
Well, it's good to have in case we need a teleport.
I mean, we literally are right now just going to the artificer shop.
Yeah.
Fair.
The keeper could just assume we're just wandering. Like, we're trying to find stuff. You know?
Fair.
Okay, so what's your plan?
I create a name for the being I created.
Okay, so you guys make your way through the wilderness, passing around various paths and waymarks to find your way to two towns over. It is very much, this is more of a village than anything that would resemble a city, what you're more generally used to. It is essentially designed around one town square with a road that runs through it and divides into three that goes in different directions. The town hall is sitting next to the town square and is the largest building. The rest are small single story rooms, collections of rooms, and built of modest construction. You can tell that this is very much more of a waypoint for travelers than anything that resembles a more industrialized society.
Is this still in Dragon's territory?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you wander in. You see a few people walking around. Just shopping for the day's wares. There's one team of farmers out in a large field tending to some crops that have not yet grown. And there's one house set aside from the rest. Further up the trail, very much more monolith of a house than anything surrounding it. It's only a single story, but it is ringed by pillars over a roof with a central construction in a cylindrical shape down the middle. There is one door on it, and it is a thick metal blast door. So, when you approach, there's no sign of any knocker, any handle. It is locked from the inside, and doesn't look like there's any way to get in without just knocking.
So this guy's supposed to be an asshole, right?
I mean,
Let's
we
not-
have the asshole deterrent.
I knock.
Dun, dun, dun. The sound resonates out with a deep echo, far more than you would imagine from this single-chambered room, and it isn't long before you hear some sort of gears crunching or other mechanical clicking as something inside moves and shakes the ground just a little bit. The door creaks open on its own, and on the other side, you see in the shadows of the dark room beyond a human male, older but not we would not be considered old. Some gray hair on his temples. His hair is long and shaggy, and he has weeks of beard that has not been trimmed. He has a scowl on his face and doesn't appear to have any arms.
I'm so tempted to say hello. Would you like to buy some Scout cookies?
Hi, my name is Drax. Oh my God, Darrow.
We got Dylan. We got
Yeah.
Jack.
Second
Dude,
time.
it's been a day. Anyway, hi, Darrow's here. Future House of Grax. How are you doing?
The title's
Did
bad.
I send for an order? Did I send for an order?
I do not believe you have.
So what you doing on my property?
We have gotten a wonderful endorsement from you, or for someone for you, and we were hoping to talk to you for some advice and for some information.
What is endorsement? I ain't no heard of no endorsing opportunities of late.
Not that anyone would give me one anyways.
Well, we've just heard that you are very skilled, and we were hoping to ask you about a couple of things. Because we are on a quest, and we want to be better prepared for the battle ahead.
Bloody adventurers always think they can barge in and take my stuff. I'm not interested, I say. Not interested at all.
We don't want to take anything.
I want to learn.
Yeah. There's an homunculus on this order.
Yeah, I created it myself.
Impressive craftsmanship.
Thank you.
Fine. Don't touch nothing. Or I'll... Well, you won't like the results.
He walks inside, hesitantly letting you cross the threshold into his house. Inside you can see that he steps into, which would be like a suited contraption that hooks over his torso, and actually lifts him off the ground, so that
I have much of a way you get down. You have to use the stairs. Hope that's not too much of an onerous task.
No, it's fun.
almost as directed with his eyes, the entire mechanical suit is attached to various wires and pieces of mechanical pieces across the room. Picks him up, moves him over to this where you can now see up with the light spilling in through the doorway, a large pit in the center of the ground ringed by a spiral staircase, and then lowers him down through the center of the pit. His voice echoes up from below.
If you really do want it, just follow me down. This is where my workshop is. Like I said, don't touch nothing.
It's not like anyone who lives in this house can touch anything to begin with.
Okay, let's not go there.
I want to learn. Don't get them.
I mean, okay, so he went like down that way.
Yeah, so there's stairs. Yeah.
I'm gonna fly after.
I have a feather fall. Do we want to just jump?
Can I carry
Or
that?
you just walk.
I'm just
Yeah, you can just walk.
I'm
Yeah.
walking and like looking in wonder.
It's like
Yes.
3 flights of stairs. I'm just.
It's an old, dusty stairs.
I was just asking if
The stairs that you are dusty clearly haven't been used in years, and as you go in the center, you see the mechanical contraptions on the walls that are passing off like on mechanical arms that bring it down lower and lower and lower, until you reach the ground floor. As you do, you see him, so you see he has what looks to be goggles on over his eyes that are lowered down through the suit, and as he looks around the room, various arms and mechanical pieces manipulate substances and work on projects, seemingly without his direct intervention. He turns and gives you another scowl as you reach the bottom of the staircase.
So, now we're in private.
You hear the door clink close up above.
What is it that you want?
I think we should start with it.
Yeah. So I just created this homunculus, and they've got a lot more sentience than I would have initially thought.
Did you do anything different in the construction?
You know of alloy, right?
I heard of it. Never had much use for the stuff.
Well,
How about I purify that alloy?
Yeah, we purified it, and it's their hearts.
We're just telling him. Okay.
What'd you say?
I
We're
said,
just
so we're just telling him.
Hey, I want as much information from this guy.
Also, I'm just saying, it doesn't look like this guy is like going around and talking to other people.
that's
So
Yeah.
Can't say I'd believe you if you said that you had purified the stuff. Notoriously difficult to work with, it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you're wrong.
no, that's where he's right.
No, he is right.
He is right.
He's spitting facts.
I don't know,
Fine.
and it didn't take us that long to figure it out.
Let's say I believe you. You purified this stuff, put it into a machine, and now it's gaining sentience. What? So it's haunted or something? You got a ghost on your hands?
Maybe a bit, but
A ghost? Isn't that a different than what
Well-
Agerly the second is?
well, it's not. They're not a ghost.
Also, is it Agerly the second? Is that their name?
I speak to my little homunculus. I think I have a name for you. How do you feel about Aethis?
I have no concept of self, but this is fitting.
I'm glad.
Talks.
Yep.
Yeah, always bloody annoying machines that talk. You don't need no company but yourself, that's the honest truth.
It's always nice to have a companion.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my god.
So he works in silence for a couple of moments, then looks back to you.
So, you said you had some proposal?
Yeah, I wanted to give Aethys
I'm frozen and not me.
He turns around and starts black.
How dare you come into my shop?
Continue, please.
I want to give Aethys a proper body. One deserving of them.
So, you get a talking machine, and your first instinct is to make it even more human?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I like this guy actually. No, he
Hey.
seems very reasonable.
Okay. Well, I feel like Aethys will be of use, and also, it feels right to give them a body to help me work as well.
Making a bird is one thing. Making a human, it's so much more complicated.
Do you have experience?
He nods to the various limbs, like mechanical limbs that are like physically doing tasks around the room.
You could say that.
I mean, it looks super complicated. Very experienced.
I like your spark, and I can't say I've said that to many people.
I mean, I haven't met that many artificers in my travels, and it feels nice to have some companionship here.
He nods. Like this is scowl shifting a little bit.
Now listen. I can make this, give me a couple days. I already have most of the parts lined route, to be honest. Otherwise it'll take years. But I need something in return.
What do you propose?
I need to know how you purified that alloy.
Do we want to?
I'm tempted.
We can negotiate this up. We can get more out of the magic items.
Do it.
You know, that's a. I feel like that. You know, since it's such a
It's a high class.
high class covered like task, I know that me and my companion Sirius over there are in need of magical items for requests.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay, cool.
Come on, roll high.
Can I help?
Guidance.
Can I help with that?
Well, okay.
Well,
I
you
would
know about guidance.
Guidance is a spell that you use
You
locally.
I should have said
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Are you saying something to help out with this?
Yeah, help. I'm just pointing out, how long have I been working on Alloy? Couple years.
Probably about a year. Yeah, a year or two. Yeah.
I'll just say to him that it takes years of research for us to be able to purify it.
Here, it's state-of-the-art technology.
So that's a
State-of-the-art
lie.
technique.
Not really. If we have been working
To
on at least
learn
2
how to
years.
purify it, not to purify it.
Yeah, to look.
It's a state-of-the-art
Okay,
technique.
yes, to learn how
Okay.
to purify it. Yes.
Sure. You roll advantage.
Let's go. 19.
Oh wow.
Gold
Yeah, I would have been fine. That's a 26.
Let's go.
Oh.
Wait, potion of growth?
He's.
I will leave that for later.
I don't think he's an alchemist.
If it was anyone else, I say you're just another team of adventurers coming and take my shit. But, fine.
Thank you kindly.
I need the alloy, I need the method in advance. That's my stipulation.
That's a deal.
That's fair.
You-
Give me 1 second. I'll-
we can just measure that.
But it will take too long. But I guess it would take a while
It's
for me
gonna
to
make
get
it equally.
We got
Well,
time.
I still want to know what he's gonna do with this knowledge.
Okay, well, then why don't you guys talk to him and then I'll cast Unseen Servant Ritual and then go from there.
Hey, mister, what do you plan to do with the knowledge?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure. There's a whole lot of mystery surrounding that metal. Something's not right about it. Stone blood, they call it. Like the disease of stone.
So you're not gonna tell anyone about?
I would.
Fellow researcher.
We do have
Yeah.
some hold up, so we would, if you don't mind, right? Refined alloy is incredibly volatile. Yes.
No,
I'm
the ore is volatile.
But like,
you're just saying this.
especially when exposed to magic.
As far as you know, you never tried it.
Yeah, I'm telling
Okay.
you. So, we do have some concerns about it being used as a potential mass weapon, that kind of thing. So we'd like to try and keep knowledge of this discreet.
You don't got to worry about me making no weapons.
Not you, but if the method gets out and some more unsavory individuals learn of it.
Can't say I rather care, to be honest. Make a persuasion roll.
16.
Okay. Is that
16.
16.
It sounds like you were about to say like a -1.
Yeah, I was going for that one.
Listen, I won't tell anyone until I actually know how to use the damn stuff. Is that solid?
A month,
Yeah.
at the very least.
Fine.
Okay.
That's a deal.
Am I done?
Yeah, you
It's 10
visual
minutes.
cast, raising up the shapeless spirit and transforming it into the right shape, for bringing it together and a soft mist comes out as a shapeless form, invisible to all but you, who are being seen its outline.
Do you know what school of magic my spell is?
What spell is that? I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh,
Conjuration.
Unseen
Conjuration.
servant.
Conjuration, then.
Any conjuration.
If you follow the typical rules of Arcana, which I usually don't.
Well, I don't know. How much?
I'll take out a chunk more.
Okay. Well, we found that conjuration spell is able to purify it. If you concentrate the essence of a conjuration spell into it, it turns into something more purified. And the higher you cast it, we assume the purification process takes less time.
Huh. Not sure why that would work. There's extra planar interaction between the midfield plane and the weave, and then that brings in the extra variables from the other planes, but he starts jabbering off into nonsense about,
Cool, while he does
pseudo
that,
components.
I just have my unseen servant take a little chunk from,
Okay.
and we start the process.
He falls silent as the
I'll
I'm backing
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I'm backing up.
energy poured into this alloy as you've done this before, as it drips out of the ore and into whatever you use to catch it.
I'll make sure to catch it.
Sanguine.
The sanguine.
Yeah.
Just like a
Pooling its hand and then solidifying into a glowing white crystalline pool of solid crystal. The mage hand dissipates, clinks to the ground, and you pick it up. I guess it'd be shaped like the indent of a palm.
Yeah.
But this purified alloy. So you actually did it. Can't believe no one tried that before. Guess we ain't got no mages. Right, fine. I'll have to devise an industrialization of this method, but it shouldn't take too long.
I like this guy.
Of course.
I like this guy.
Big fan.
I like this guy.
This could be very interesting indeed. Of all our to introduce a purified form, what do you do with that?
Do we even know this guy's name?
Oh, what's your name?
Yeah, you never learned his name.
I don't usually give it out to strangers, but you've proven him more trustworthy than most. Iki. Now listen. I can make your humanoid homunculus sure. I might be able to provide you with a tool or two, but you need to promise you won't ever come back. I don't mention that we got these. I can't have people knocking on my doorstep every couple of days trying to find, I want magic, I want my artifacts. I want to just be left alone. I won't make you weapons.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Like for you, I don't want a weapon.
Sorry. Sorry.
This is just the fortune to be a little more creative about your requests. How about that?
I guess while we're waiting for Sirius to figure something out,
Oh,
I guess I'll go first. I hear tales of a cloak of displacement. And I don't necessarily need a cloak of displacement or anything. I just like, ever since I've gotten a pact with the deity that I'm binded to, I feel that I'm very weak and very frail. And there's not really much I can do about that.
I feel like that's been going on since before the pact.
It's been noticeably getting worse. And I don't want to be a hindrance to the rest of my teammates. And I want to be able to have a little bit more, like, vitality to me.
Staying
So
power.
I was wondering if there is anything you feel like you could make me that could help me.
I can't promise you a cloak of displacement, as I haven't seen a displacer beast running around here, and I haven't touched all its hide and made into a cloak. That's rather rare, in case you don't know that.
Figured.
Let me see here.
His machine picks up the ground and moves them over to a set of shells or a bunch of mechanical arms, or rummaging through various equipment. There's like gears that are like and pulling out and clinging to the ground. Eventually, he reaches out and pulls a looks like a, what do you call it, like a headband?
Like a circlet?
Yeah, circlet.
Okay.
A circlet. He brings it over to a workstation and starts like shining some sort of laser apparatus at it, and
We have lasers? Damn.
This guy's the best.
Yeah.
Is he just Iron Man?
This guy's just genius.
Yes, no.
he seems to be engraving something with just with the movements of his eyes, the goggles, and when it's finally done, he lays it out with some mechanical arms and brings it over. There's still a little bit of acrid smoke smell surrounding it, but when he places it into your hand, the metal is cool.
This is a circlet of shielding. And it ain't much, but it'll help you a few times a day. Shine it in the sun to recharge it, and well, it only works at dawn. That's the problem.
Sorry, the recharging only works at dawn. I should mention.
Okay.
So you can use a reaction to cast to cast False Life at 3rd level.
Third level.
Solid.
Up to your intelligence modifier times per day, minimum 1.
That's great.
My intelligence? Oh, actually, I have
Wait,
decent
what's
intelligence.
What's your intelligence?
+1. It's like okay.
Okay, so
Compared
you
to
go
his
once
minus
per
two
day.
and
Once
minus
per
one.
day.
Doesn't test per day?
Isn't it one? Is it 1 +1 or is it?
No.
Is it minimum of 1 or int mod +1?
Sorry. Int mod minimum 1 +1.
Okay, so
So it's 2.
Yes.
Okay,
And then what did you say it does again?
It allows you to cast False Life as a reaction to being hit at 3rd level.
So would the false life then take the damage, or would it be
Well,
after?
it gives you temp.
Yeah, temporary.
I know,
hits.
but before or after you take the damage?
It's,
Before.
Oh, before.
So that's
Okay.
1d4 plus 14 temp HP.
Okay.
That's solid.
That's pretty good.
You can actually live for one.
I can't.
Double your health.
I have so many things that that make my temp HP go up.
Double your health.
As a reaction, that's not too bad. That's not too bad either.
Very good.
Wait, how many times? Oh, never mind.
It's twice.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
twice
yeah,
per
you
day,
said it.
and then I have to recharge it every sunrise.
And you have to be in dawning sunlight.
Dawning sunlight.
Yeah, to recharge it.
That's so oddly specific, but I'll try to keep that in mind.
It's
Imagine-
worth it.
Imagine if we're just in a cave for the rest of the for the rest of the entire
You
campaign.
get 2 charges and that's
We
it.
enter the Shadowfell.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I was wondering if you could fashion some kind of thing. I know you don't make weapons, but to maybe improve my vision, perhaps my aim as well.
Well, sure. I have this lying around.
He gets pulled back to the side of the room, where another arm brings out a second pair of goggles with pure dark lenses. They have ears around the side, and it actually locks into place around your ears. He brings those out and sets it down, checks a few things, and hands it over.
I used to use these when I was out in the field. Don't have much use for them anymore.
Right. So these are lenses of zooming. So you twist the lens, and you're actually
Scope.
yeah. It's essentially a scope.
Go!
Magnifying glass.
So they will. So when you're zoomed in, anything was it 300 feet or more
Okay,
away from you,
yeah.
but disadvantage seeing anything else.
Okay.
I guess you can also take them off, but as a bonus action. But the it also increases the range by 300 feet.
Okay.
So that you have a bonus to hit +1 to anything.
Oh, okay. Anything within my short range bonus to to hit +1.
No, increases your both ranges by 300 feet.
Okay.
And then it adds a bonus to
+1 to all my attacks.
To all your attacks that are using the goggles.
Okay. So do they have to be?
It's a very complicated way of saying.
Basically, as long as they're in your sights.
As long as they're on me.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. I said that in a very roundabout way.
Yeah. So okay. Advantage when they're activated. Advantage on anything far away. Disadvantage on anything close, perception wise.
Yes.
And then also while I'm just wearing them, +1 to range attacks.
Yes.
Okay. Solid. And then one other thing. I pull out a ring.
Oh, right.
Oh, that one.
If you could fix this up.
That
maybe.
one. Oh, yes. Nice.
That's. What about that?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a broken ring of spell storing, so
Yeah.
One.
I took a broken ring of spell storing off
Oh,
of
yeah.
Venom's body.
I was there.
2 sessions ago.
I was there.
What a callback.
Oh, I'm so glad you
He's
remember.
gonna make it might take a while, but I can get started right away.
That'd be great.
He brings it over. Okay, hold on. He begins working on it. It seems to be sort of lost his work.
Oh, do you want any assistance
No,
or
I'm saying you could
guidance?
ask
Oh.
for stuff, but also you could, yeah, guidance would be.
So I'm gonna be looking at something for a while.
Alright.
If-
Okay.
so what are you guys doing while he's working?
I was gonna ask him if you have anything that can help me dodge things.
I'm gonna see if he has anything
I know how
that
to bust these
remotely
goggles,
looks
so-
like wolf or
Of course,
bear
of course.
armor.
Sorry, are you asking this like interrupting the work or
No,
are you
I'm
just
not
waiting?
gonna interrupt his work.
wait.
I'm leaving him to work.
I'm
Yeah.
just sort of watching to see if I can learn anything as he's tinkering.
I'm looking
Okay.
around but not touching.
Make an Arcana check, Abella.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Dirty 20?
Yes, dirty 20.
So you are managed to pick up some things. It's very he's working extremely fast with these mechanical apparatus that he seems to control just with the controls behind his goggles, and the movements of his eyes. But what he's doing is he's essentially he's taking the crystal lattice of the broken crystal that lines it, and then filling it in with smaller crystal lattices to sort of repair it, and then using the laser apparatus to melt it all together. The runes are also scratched and distorted, so he just completely takes that off, fixes it on its own, and then reattaches it to the ring.
Okay.
So what you essentially get out of this is that if you're using the same equipment as he is, which
We don't.
which you might eventually, but
Yeah.
but you have to be able to use his equipment in order to do so. You will have advantage on all repairing magical artifact checks.
That is fascinating. Okay.
Wow.
I'll just wait until once he's done, but I do want to ask about that.
Okay.
I can shoot people from across a literal football field.
Good.
900 feet.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So. Sorry.
I know what my question is.
So he finally finishes putting this ring together and lifts it up, inspecting it for one last time before passing it over to you. It should be fixed. I don't have the time to investigate and figure out what spell's in there, but I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. You seem to be an experienced caster or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
And the rest of you?
Yes. I've been noticing that I've been getting hit by lots of people lately. I'm wondering if do you have anything that can help me dodge out of the way?
He thinks for a little bit. All right, I'll tell you one thing. Yeah, Blood Warden, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, concept sanguine for me.
Yes. Yeah. Any particular kind?
You pull it up the air.
Yeah.
He made it in liquid form as it shifts and moves in a sort of floating bubble. He takes some sort of device, or well, not with his hand obviously, but one of his mechanical hands, brings a device out, some sort of a steaming metal piece that cuts into the liquid sanguine that you've never seen before. So as far as you know, sanguine is unbreakable, at least in solid state. And it brings out a solid sample that falls to the floor and sort of like pools on the ground. He scoops it up with another device and brings it over to a table before pouring it into a mold. And then working on other materials. I imagine you're a little surprised.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on Zen asks question.
Yeah, for this guy, you gotta wait before you ask anything.
After he.
I'm just like.
So eventually he comes back with looks to be a bracer that's lined with a sanguine. He pulls it off the mechanical arm's wrist and gives it to you. It's a little sorry, a bit of a built-in shield spell with that one. It is a bracer of shielding. So when you get hit with an attack, you can cast a shield without spending a reaction, but you take 1d8 damage.
So 1d8 damage to raise your AC by 5.
Yeah, because as it does is it actually pulls blood from your arm.
That's sick. I like that.
However, it also has a limited number of uses. 2 uses a day.
Okay.
The same as mine.
Okay, fair enough.
But it gives +5 AC.
I don't know. I technically already have shield, but I never use it, so that's more.
Well,
me.
yeah, but there's no spell slot spending.
Yeah,
this time.
fair.
No,
No spell
slot,
slots,
no reaction.
No reaction.
True.
Yeah.
I guess I don't take it. I'm still holding on my hand, just like stunned.
Oh, you're talking about the sanguine. Blood wardens are new, but the magic is pretty old. The conjuration metal, it can be separated by a sort of cage of magical induced energy around the field. If you can't connect to it magically, it separates when you control. Simple stuff, really.
I take my notebook and just start writing.
I'm also taking notes as well on everything that he's doing.
I'm just.
Where have you read about this? Or did you discover this yourself?
That's a bit of elementary application of advanced materials and science. Not sure what you're really asking about. I didn't discover the concept, certainly, but I was the first one to apply it to sanguine.
Abella, do you have any idea of what he's referring to?
Say again?
Make a history check.
History. Ooh, that's a 9.
No, sorry. Essentially, what he's saying, if with more clear language,
Yeah.
is that if you run magical energy through any conductive surface, and then shield it in a complete like cage from the original caster, it separates entirely from their control.
Okay.
You make a closed loop around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that makes sense.
This works for any summons, but the way it works with usual summons is that you isolate it and then it just disappears because there's nothing holding it to the plane.
Yeah.
Sanguine is special in the sense that it has its own material.
It's manifested and then it remains
Correct.
regardless of the
Okay.
caster.
Right.
Sir, just give your knowledge. What can I give you in return?
Well, to be honest, if you just give me a bit more sanguine, my precious little work with it these days. Since we're out in the middle of open.
I do it.
Alright, might take a bit. he has a machine slice off more and more of the metal bits until there's a big bucket of it below that he brings off and sets on a table and covers.
Is it the same like laser apparatus thing?
No,
Or a different...
it looks like almost like a scalpel, but instead of a knife, it's a circular. Think of magnifying glass, but without a lens.
Oh, okay, I get it.
I take like the smallest piece, like a couple small pieces from that, and just tuck in like in the backpack or something.
Yeah, he nods begrudgingly.
And
my
last
gosh.
but not least, a child.
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 You want a toy?
I like this man.
I kind of just like. I still have the contraptions you gave me earlier.
Oh,
but,
yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, I was thinking something more like something. If you want to give me a toy, I would rather toy around with the enemies. But
He just
You are learning.
He just blinks disbelievingly at you. But
You are learning.
like, I mean,
Learning from the best.
do you have something that could help? I'm a druid, so I can wild shape, and I was wondering if you have something that could help me. In that sense of like either increasing my defense or offense in wild shape form. I don't know, my original idea was wolf armor, but I was realizing that's like limiting to one form, so it's like
wait, wool farming?
Armor.
A wolf armor.
Wolf armor.
It's like, okay, we'll go wolf armor, alright.
Bunch of mechanical wolf. Go.
If you want, like, okay, there's barrier tattoo and insignia claws as, I guess, ideas, but that's...
I won't make you a weapon. That's part of my, well,
He
fair.
nods to the stumps of folded over cloth that hide his missing arms.
But listen here. I have this one something from leftover from the old days. What I put away in storage. Bit dangerous. Something I wouldn't not normally let the child be playing with, but you seem to be in the company of one or two responsible adults.
He goes over and one of his arms goes into a wall. It almost like unfolds into a mechanical apparatus before twisting a bunch of gears and opening a complex lock. Inside is looks to be sort of museum stands, or like walls of caged off artifacts in glass containers. He goes inside, looking, scanning, reading the names off of different
Have people ever told you
machines.
how cool your place looks? Or just is?
To be honest, I don't invite many people down here. Too many dangerous apparatuses for them to be around. And if you could die at any moment, I probably wouldn't have anything to be able to do anything about it.
He finally reaches up with the only arm that he brought in here and pulls one glass box out from the wall, brings it down and brings it over. He hands you this glass box edged in a metal frame. It hands over. Inside, you can see, is a single floating, crackling orb.
That
Yes.
looks so exciting.
This is a caged elemental. Pretty powerful one at that. Gone in here back in old days. I thought, hey, maybe I might channel it into a bomb. Never ended up doing that. Just don't break it on a whim.
Does it have a name?
I didn't give him one. Why would I? It's just a summoned creature.
I need to give a name. I take out like a piece of paper and I'm like, let's see. What type of element is it?
It is a dark mass. The glass is tinted. It's hard to see. It looks to be lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah.
Sparky.
Sparky.
I write down Sparky and slap it on there.
If you want to get all sentimental about it, by all means, but hell if I will. Now, they also, can I go back to my work in peace?
Well, our agreements?
Right. Give me a while. I gotta put some pieces together.
Of course.
He goes to inside the room, and this is what looks to be the sort of docking station for his mechanical suit. He actually begins pulling pieces down, but like directing pieces down and then moving into this docking station to almost recreate the pieces of the body where he goes in when he docks. It's a long process. What do you guys want to do while this is happening?
I am learning from him. I just want to continue
Absolutely, yeah.
asking questions.
I'm just playing.
He doesn't
around
answer
with-
most of them. He gets a little annoyed at your presence, but he tolerates your.
I wanted to ask about the that laser apparatus that you're working with. I was really fascinated by that.
You get a clear piece of glass, ain't that hard to figure out that you can focus it and make something really hot.
Do you have any things I can do to try to learn about how to make that?
I'm sure there's a glass blowing tutorial somewhere over on the right. No, I don't have any instructional pieces. I bought this from a glass blower.
Well,
Well, if you really must know, I believe his name is Nathan, and he lives. I think he moved out a while ago.
know where he is.
Check the village hall. I'm sure the others know where he went off to.
Your antimatter king.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah.
I want to look at Abella again just to see how she's doing.
Yeah. How am I doing?
Yeah.
Good question.
Make another insight check for me, please.
Okay. 10.
10.
That is a 16.
Everyone else is gonna know more about me than I do.
So you notice that like it's not hard to breathe, but it is frustrating to continue to force yourself to breathe.
It's just becoming more difficult,
No, it's not difficult. It just feels like you need to maintain a constant effort to keep your body functioning at its normal paces.
Okay, that's.
Oh no.
Do you have polio?
You can tell that the sheen of sweat that she keeps subtly wiping off is growing a little more diffuse, and there have been a cough or two.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure you don't want to take the other medicine? Because there will be a point of no return.
If we ever need to,
tell
we
the
can just
rest of
take
us
a
this?
piece of the crystal and stab you again.
I
That's
decide
true.
not to freak out about it, and I just message each of you guys individually, being
Oh.
like, hey, symptom update, coughing, and tons of sweat, probably bad.
I'm like, medicine? That's what you get back. Just like medicine and then until.
I'm curious, I'm gonna do ritual detect magic, just cause.
Okay. There's magic kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
As you cast yourself into the ethereal vision that clouds your eyes with golden light and not golden light, shadowy light, which is actually more on, I know, but it works for you.
Sure.
Casting out with your senses to see, yeah, there is a heck of a lot of magic here. The different crystals and flowing energy crossing across wires and entire autonomous pieces of limbs that are working on their own, just under their own general direction. The most powerful sources are coming from behind that locked room, but because it's just shining straight out from under the door, you can see the remnants of its light. But there's subtle magic everywhere.
Was the locker room the room that we were just like in? I forgot.
The room where he brought the cage elemental from.
Oh, I see. So tons of cool magical stuff there. I see.
Let's
Interesting.
not go in
I
there.
am. We're not going in there.
Well, that's really interesting. That's interesting knowledge. Anyway, then I just kind of said,
Okay.
what was your Oculus Aethys?
Aethys, yes.
Aethys? Cool. What is Aethys doing right now?
Yeah, what is Aethys doing?
Very much engrossed in investigating the body that's being made for them. They seem almost like lost in like trying to understand the construction. So they don't really seem to be doing much other than just watching and occasionally making some offhand comments about something that they would like included.
I want to teach Aethys how to be a person. I want to teach Aethys about our world.
Okay, how are you doing that?
I just take Aethys, or I just like
You
Take them off my shoulder.
you'll take them against their will.
against their will.
Yeah, you're.
They were looking at their own body.
I just messaged Aethys and was like, hey, you should come over. I think it would be important for you to learn about our world a little bit more.
I am very interested in this operation, but what is it that you want to teach?
Everything.
The head just swivels around.
I will accept.
It stutters the air over to you and lands on your shoulder. So, I just want a brief overview. What are you doing to teach someone how to be human?
Well, I'll teach them how to be human through the eyes of someone who isn't even human at all.
That's true.
I will just I just want to talk to them a little bit about like my home and where I'm from.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Will do. Is that a charisma one?
Yes,
Yes.
that is Christmas.
+7? Awesome.
Go.
24.
You spin a breathtaking description of your home, the Feywild, and everything that it entailed. It just little snippets of life from another plane, a plane that I guess everyone would kind of be interested in. Even Iki, who looks around every so often at hearing an interesting turn of phrase. The life that you spend there is foreign to say the least.
Yeah.
But it is decidedly relatable in the sense that the desires of the people and the inhabitants, they're all very mortal.
Yeah.
The life you describe is not perfect. It's a normal life that you lived, and the foreign setting only makes it more impressive how much it's how close it comes to being a life that everyone can relate to and experience.
Ooh, I start bawling a little bit at the end. I start choking up a little bit as I'm finishing.
That's a heartwarming tale, I'm not gonna lie. I almost feel like I've lived there myself.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what is Hammer doing this whole time?
I forgot he was there.
I was about to ask that to you stuff.
Chilling in the background.
Yeah.
Should we get him something?
Oh yeah.
To be fair, Hammer has a very cool hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer has his helmet off and he's just kind of holding it in his lap and he's sitting down. But before you start talking, he was thoroughly investigating all the pieces of equipment that were used to make the components of the arms and whatnot. Though he doesn't appear to understand any of it.
Sure.
But yeah, he's just nodding. He's maybe a little misty-eyed at your performance.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else anyone want to do before the body is finished?
Aberta offers you some dried worms.
I take it and start gnawing.
Oh, satyrs.
Good snack.
Thank you, Egberta. I truly forgot what one was like for a second there. Oh boy.
That's okay. When everyone's a little bit far from home, it's okay to get homesick sometimes.
Do you miss your family?
I don't think it's hit me yet. We've only been gone for a week.
A week and a half.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think it's quite hit me yet. You've been gone for it's almost as long as you know me, so
I promise I'll get you back home. I promise I won't let you be estranged.
it's fine, and we're here to help you too. You'll get back home too.
After hours of work, Aethys's body is complete. A reconstructed, it almost like it follows the normal muscles of a human body, but with pistons and tendons of mechanical armature. A large figure, like maybe 6.5 feet tall, built with powerful limbs and so 4 fingers in each hand. They have eyes that are circular set in their head and a jaw that moves separate from their body with rotary pistons to make working the jaw move, behind which is their vocal mount. Other than that, it looks like a normal human in structure and shape. It's just, well, it is completely unclothed, but that's to be expected considering it's a mechanical structure.
So, how do we get me into it?
Good question.
I assume it's all the... You have the mental...
I don't know enough about mechanical structure out of game. The
reasoning processor is at the back.
I assume it's the core.
Right. Yes, you did that weird alloy thing to it. All right, give me a moment, and you mind if I
Of course.
takes Aethys, just breaks his head off. Cuts off. Okay, my fault. Yeah, well thought. Toss the head behind. And so it starts plying at it with the mechanical arms and picking out pieces that he deems important and tossing the rest aside.
Dude, I yelped when he did that.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just this little machine we can trick the processor over. All right, that's pretty good.
Chicken.
Okay, so eventually he loads the processor chip into the back of its head and flips down the hatch before pounding outside and activating some glowing lines of light going up its body, emanating out to the central core where he attached the signet of the alloy crystal that you used. The structure, the eyes aren't blinking, but they're shining out in light a few times before growing into a solid glow, and then
Well, This isn't what I expected.
Why does
His voice just
why,
goes
why,
wrong.
why do they sound different?
Yeah.
Well,
Different vocals.
yeah,
vocals.
different vocal.
Can we adjust that? I kind of like how this sounded before.
Question.
I do sound very different, don't I? Very strange indeed.
What's your preferred voice? How high or low do you
Yeah.
want your voice to be?
You're gonna make me edit it after I brought it off the stand. Whatever. What kind of voice do you want? He's asking to you.
Oh.
Oh, to us?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna let.
Aethys, are you happy with your voice?
How do
I
you feel like this?
can't say I necessarily have any preference. It was not part of my original design, and now that I have it, I feel empowered. But to change the qualities of the voice itself is not necessarily something that I feel required to do.
Okay, we're happy then.
We stick with it.
Okay,
Thank you,
cool.
Iki.
Let's just go take a
Small
look.
question. Are we certain that this is Asus that has really woken up, or that consciousness doesn't transfer this way?
Aethys, do you remember your time as a bird?
I do, and I have to say my time there has taught me to value the abilities I now possess. It's suddenly like he starts striding forward. They stride forward, like testing out, just like kind of doing all the motors at once.
Yeah.
It's kind of throwing around in a sort of chaotic transition. This is fascinating. the mobility this allows, I cannot fly, but there's no matter. I can do things. He moves over to one of the equipment, but then Iki zooms around. So, no, I can't have my own creation messing with one of these. You back out here for your friends, unless you want anything else. I'm really tired for today, but if you're giving me a valuable resource with all of this alloy stuff, so if there's anyone I respect on this damn planet, it'd be you.
Oh, thank you. That's
Thank
so
you.
sweet. And thank you for the help. The only thing I can really offer is, do you want dried worms? they're like a tradition thing.
By the Pantheon's name, when I want dried worms.
They're very tasty from the nest.
Yeah, says the bird.
I do have one request. I do think you'll enjoy this though. I want you to take a look at something that we found.
I'm
Sure.
not eating the
I
worm.
pull out the explosive arrow.
Oh! I thought he said he didn't like weapons.
He doesn't like it, but it's technology, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't need you to make more.
Fair
I was
enough,
just wondering
fair
if you
enough.
could take
Dan,
a
I
look.
wonder how he lost his arms.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So it looks just like a normal arrow. He pulls it out. He goes, "Is there even a mechanical component in that I can investigate?"
Look closer at the arrowhead.
One of the arms picks it up, looks at it. Why the hells? Toss it back to you. Don't want it.
No, okay, yeah.
There's very bad stuff in there. I've never seen anything like it. But no, I don't want it. I don't want it in my lab. I don't want it in my house. I won't. To be honest, I want it entirely gone.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I did not see that was gonna be a positive.
You did not what?
I did not think that was gonna be a positive interaction, but that's fair.
It's microtechnology.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't really know if there's like anything else.
I think.
Can I have an item?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
give him
Oh
something.
right.
Hammer.
I was waiting my turn, and I thought maybe.
Yeah,
I'd just-
hammer. Go after
Yeah. Go. Your turn.
He takes his helmet off, and he gives a. This has been a family heirloom ever since for the past 7 generations, so along with this hammer here. But it's already magical. I don't think you can do much with that. No, I was wondering if you could, make these magical as well. See, I don't really care what effect it has, as long as it's beneficial. But if it had a pair to the thrower here, then that'd be right to it, nice indeed. I suppose I can do that, sure. He takes his helmet off and he's just like what do I do with this? He moves off to his workbench and starts adding in some sort of mechanical components. But before long, he brings it back out. There's a new piece on the front. Looks to be one of those one of the curved glass pieces with a light behind it. As flick this on by turning the wing, and he flicks the wing down in reposition. But you gotta flick the other one in order if you want the safety to be off. So I'm not gonna demonstrate it, but especially not in here. But you want a laser? That's what you got.
So you will make weapons.
Yeah.
Just not for me.
No, it's not.
So this weapon it's not going to do much unless you keep it trained on something. So this is more of a tool than anything else.
Okay.
So you can adjust the laser like that and use it for melting, or you can get through. It could set wood on fire. It's possible to use a weapon, but very difficult, which is why he felt safe giving it to
So it's different.
Hammer.
Laser from the one that he requested me to go to Napier for.
It's the same technology because the curved glass and the light and the but no, sorry, the guy's name was not there.
Oh no.
It would feel like a tattoo removal gun, basically, if you show it on someone.
No, it would hurt.
Tattoo removal gun's fucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, no, that hurts.
It's
That hurts.
Okay,
more
then-
painful than getting a tattoo.
Then yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Everything's a weapon if we try hard enough.
I like that mindset.
It's been hours of doing nothing but work. I am.
Yeah, we'll get out of here.
tired.
Does Aethys need, or what does Aethys have?
I'm quite intent on his body, I won't lie. I don't believe I require any additional magic items if I can even use them. I don't have the traditional flesh and blood of will that you mortals are able to
You
enact.
mortals. This is getting dangerous.
You just gave Skynet its first Terminator.
Well, they're a machine.
Hey,
it's
the
like,
first
of course they're not
Terminator is
immortal.
always the best one.
Wait, small question. Does he have do they have clothes on?
Does he need those?
No, I mean, like, it's
not like
it has
it has-
human anatomy, but no, like, genitals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is essentially the first artificial warforged.
Oh.
So
Well-
then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should get out of Egypt.
Or I should say,
yeah.
creating the modern era.
Wait, so
the,
like,
the Dragon
what can
era.
he do? Is he just like, does he have like the fighter build? Like,
I
can he
think
throw
we
punches
find that
and
out.
stuff?
Yeah.
You do not know.
We'll find out
Do
eventually.
I even get to know, or is that?
No, not
is,
yet.
Is it
Okay,
still
perfect.
technically Arabella's homunculus? Like, mechanically?
Yes.
So
Okay.
mechanically, still my homunculus.
But like I said, with the growing eccentricities, this is likely not going to follow your direct orders unless it seems reasonable to it.
Okay, so like I can still use some of the like things that I have.
Yes.
Okay, cool, perfect.
But then also, it's like, okay, if Aethys is just like becomes like disagreeable, I mean, we have the kill switch. So
I am not killing Aethys.
Let's go.
Yes.
Does anyone in this group have like a card deck or something?
A
I
what?
mean, we can probably just have a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's a deck of cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am trying to teach Sparky how to play with the deck of
It's
cards.
a crackling ball of energy in a glass cube. How are
I
you?
don't.
I put the cards down.
Now don't show me them.
It's like you tilt them against the glass, so it's like this and then like that.
Wait, what are you
So,
playing
like,
with Sparky
I can't-
then?
Like go fish or something. And I'm like, which one does Sparky go to card wise? And I'm like, okay, so it's that one.
I just like I picked them up and I just like, let's go.
Let's head on out of here.
You leave Iki to his work and make your way up the stairs into such a room. The door opens on its own as you walk through back into the late. It has been hours you spent inside, and it is now late afternoon.
Is Detect Magic still up for me?
No.
No.
Okay, cool.
Let's keep moving a little bit. Find somewhere to camp. Call it for the night.
I believe we can camp in the town over here. I mean, it's a small town, but I'm sure they have an inn for accommodations.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, definitely.
If not, I have a bedroll and worm rations.
Why are they warm?
You said earlier they were
Warmed by
worms.
Worm.
Oh, worm
Warm
rations.
rations.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh. I think we got to.
Wait, what
Yes.
did you guys hear?
I thought I
Warm.
Warm.
No, worm. Yeah, dried worm rations.
I thought you said warm.
Yeah,
Like-
you think
like
I should
the
be saying
temperature.
dried warm rations?
No, for that
Warm
one
for
sentence,
the-
I thought
that
you said
one-
warm. Okay.
Alright, find an inn.
Yeah, you find an inn, hole up for the night. Pay the 5 silver per person fee if anyone wants to track that. It's
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus hammer.
Yes,
So
They aren't really sure what to do with Aethys.
okay, does Aethys count for
Aethys we could
this?
put in the horse stable, I guess.
No! I can't have Aethys go
That-
in the horse stable.
You see, the other side is trying to frame us for violating human rights. We don't want to actually do it.
Yes.
Well,
It's not human?
We're trying to teach them to be a human.
Oh, that's
you
so real.
literally tried to
That's
teach him
so
to become
real.
a human.
Actually, good question. How did Aethys react to like my tale about the Feywild?
Oh, it just seemed very inquisitive. Like they were constantly asking questions, trying to figure out like, hey, like why is it different than the material plane? How'd you go over? It was very an attentive listener, shall we say?
That's really nice.
That's
fair. I no longer want to put Aethys in the stables.
They end up asking like, hey, like you don't know what this is, but yeah, sure, let's charge it for it.
Okay, so Aethys is in charge. Okay, cool.
Like
so
more money, yeah.
7. That's 7 to 35 silver.
Yeah, I subtract that from my account.
Okay.
Before we all go to sleep, my point was like, Abella, tell me, are you feeling alright?
I'm feeling fine. I'm alright.
I want to pursue this.
Yeah, sure. I think you can just listen in while they're talking alone.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Are you certain about that? Daryl did inform us about this.
I mean, it's a bit hard to breathe, but besides that, I mean...
That is already
What are
extremely
you doing?
dangerous.
But we still need, the Jewel of Hearts.
We have... Wait,
We do,
we have crystals.
yeah.
If need to be, we can just ask someone else to swallow it.
Bruh.
And then we cure them on the spot.
Bruh.
That's technically fair.
Yeah, but
We have the cure. We don't need you to like hold this indefinitely. For however long we need.
Let me see if I'm convinced. I'll do a roll.
Wisdom saving throw.
Darn it.
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
That's
so I
pretty
I
bad.
would be convinced.
Okay.
To have someone else swallow it?
What?
To have someone else swallow the crystal when you in order to get a Jewel of Heart?
Do we
I
hear
wouldn't
this?
want that though.
I hear it.
I did pull her aside, but like I'm not particularly trying to be
You guys can
stealthy.
hear it if you want to, but you have to try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely hearing this
Yeah.
consciously.
But remember our rule. We can't have other people experiment for us.
I can take it.
But you already ingested the alloy. You can't take it.
Good point. Take out the sensor. Is it still in me? The sensor.
Oh, the sensor?
Yeah, the sensor for alloy.
Okay, I sense is there still alloy
inside me.
in Kalmir's system.
It's still there. It's just strong as ever.
Fair point.
Hey guys! Side note, can't you just like have it now and then someone else have it and then we just cure them and then it's like one of our group members so we don't have to ask someone else?
Yeah, like I don't mind being the Jewel of Heart.
I don't want to do that to you.
Are you guys speaking this in character to us, or is this above table?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is two
This
you
is,
guys.
I guess, character.
Yeah.
So you guys, so we were talking in private, and you two just pops up. I didn't even say hi. Just like, hey, you know we can
If
do
you
this,
guys are
right?
like talking about like health risks or whatever, then yeah, I'm gonna like
Yeah.
go in there. And,
Oh,
like,
health risks. So,
Health
physics major, the health risks.
Now you're concerned about health risks.
Guys, she's a double major. She's
Oh,
double
right.
majoring
Yeah.
in physics
For
and
real.
bio. Like obviously. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I can't ethically allow someone else to take this.
That's crazy. I'm consensually
I feel like we're
volunteering.
all in this together though at this point, aren't we?
Look,
Yeah.
guys.
Like, okay, think about it this way. It's like, yeah, sure, it's either you get cured and then I put myself in a little bit of danger for like 20 minutes and then get cured, or you accidentally turn and then you accidentally kill all of us later down the line.
You are right.
But we don't know if it's a cure, so we know it neutralizes the symptoms for a while, but we don't know if it does anything
So
else.
better than nothing.
I mean, that's better than nothing.
But still, because we don't know what's gonna happen in the long term, we can't just even if it's you guys.
Well, we do know what's gonna happen in the
We
long term
literally gave
if
it to a
nothing
10-year-old
happens.
child and now you're
Yeah,
doubting
you
it?
did.
Like, we know what happens in the long term if you do nothing, which is you'll turn into a golem.
They were already infected. This is the only thing we can do that might
Already infected.
But to you guys, you are not infected. We
Yeah.
can't actively infect you.
We'll only do it if we need to. And even then, we'd have the cure ready.
But does Aethys weigh in on this? Or
I cannot say one way or the other. I was created by brought sentience by a thing completely opposite to the own thing that threatens to sacrifice your life. I say that it is your choice whether you choose to give it up, and
well, risk not being able to complete your quest, or to put that curse onto somebody else.
It's a little bit of a nothing answer. Thank you, Nicholas.
If I get a bit worse,
Okay.
They were just born for one day.
that's true.
Everyone's opinion is valid.
If I get a bit worse, I'll do it. But we don't even know how long, like, Jewel of Heart, like, that could be necessary. They might have to have it for a while.
You're right.
But
I fully was planning on to take it myself, but I wasn't accounting for the alloy inside me.
But what? You're gonna like sacrifice yourself in order to be the Jewel of Heart? Because we know that it could be curable early on, but later on we don't know how far you have to be before it's like irreversible.
That's true.
And how long have you been infected so far?
How long has it been?
A couple days.
Yeah.
And you have like what, 2 weeks tops?
2 to 3 weeks.
That was for the normal infection.
That was for normal. It was forcibly injected into me. Are you fine with possibly getting rid of the only chance to see our mission through?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's our only chance to see our mission through. When you say
There's
it
a
that way.
chance.
There's a chance, but also it's like it.
That's like a smaller chance, and it's putting someone's life on the line that I'm not necessarily certain we should risk.
Look,
Also, we can. Well,
it's a very important rule when making big decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep on it.
Okay. We'll sleep on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, you close out the night. There's one thing that happens as you all are falling asleep in your rooms.
let me check if we have the snare spell. I don't have it prepped. Never mind.
Nikolai.
Yeah.
You are leaving your room. Can you tell me what you are doing as you sneak out? As you sneak out.
I'm trying to get out of the inn, first of all. I might just, like, go out the window.
You go out the window, so it's climb under the wall. It's only one story, so it's not bad.
Passive perception?
What's your passive?
16. I was curious.
You don't see him.
Okay.
So I hop out. I try and get somewhere away from earshot of everyone, like into the woods or something, right?
Okay. Excuse me while I'm. Okay.
And I pull out my sending stone.
The rune on it is far more advanced than any of the common sending stones found here on the material plane. In fact, it's a sending stone that reaches across the plains and into the floating city. Who are you contacting?
I assume I have like a superior or like an advisor or something like that. Someone who...
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Probably the one who manages the communication
Yeah.
network on missions.
Mhm.
You tap the rune, activating that particular sequence, and it. You hear a voice. Nikolai! Oh, it's another mission update. I trust you have good news. This is Miras. Is an old member of the organization of which you are part of, and a long since retired adventurer of his own caliber. What do you say?
I need to talk to the Wayfinders.
Well, I can certainly arrange that.
We have a problem.
Another one.
Big one.
I'll patch you through. Give me a moment. The voice disappears. Another. The rune lights up on its own, and it essentially links as a prompt you to tap it, connect. Nikolai, this is your direct superior, and you can tell by his voice that he is not pleased. You say we have another problem. I trust it isn't too bad, considering you had one simple mission.
This was unrelated. They know how to purify alloy.
And with that, we will call an end to tonight's session. Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for watching. It has been a wonderful time, and I can't wait for the next session. Tune in next week for Group 1, Session 5, and then we got that for the continuation of this story. I hope you all have an incredible night. See you soon.
See you later.